And we are back live for some more Meseeks Sunday Showdown. It's your boy Verdict. This is week 56. This is a Trovo, HyperX, JuJu Energy, SXC Finger Sleeve production, or presented by, whatever you guys want to say. Sponsored video, tournament, whatever. I'm your boy Verdict as always, and with me tonight we've got Day Nominee on the ones and twos as well. Go ahead and send a notification out there. Day, how are you doing tonight, bro?
I'm doing pretty good, and obviously, guys, Stage 5 has just concluded, and let me tell you, there is going to be a lot of really, I don't want to say mixed up teams here, but you'll recognize the players just not competing under their normal name.
Roster Mania? Question mark?
Roster Mania underway, and let me tell you, the Seminole lineup right here out of the gate is stacked, man. This is a stacked lineup.
Right? I'm looking at it, man. They even had Tectonic on there at one point, but I think, you and him were talking yesterday while you were streaming, and one of the things he was mentioning was maybe taking a step back for a moment, maybe trying to figure things out. Yeah, it's been a real long year, as a matter of fact. I was trying to, talk him off the ledge, but at the end of the day, it's his decision, and, I respect whatever he does. I just could not imagine that kind of talent, not being utilized, especially in a scene like what, COD Mobile has offered already. I mean, and to think that it could get better and better each year, and with the ideas that are coming out, we've seen Stage 5. We've obviously had, a little bit of a mishap with the timing and server situations, and a lot's going on. The fact that we were able to even see a Stage 5 was phenomenal. But with everything that happened along the way and everything that happened during it was kind of a cluster. And I cannot wait until we get to a point where we can actually see a LAN event, especially considering how some of these teams performed. I would just imagine the kind of atmosphere it would be for a LAN event. So a lot in store for COD Mobile, and it's only going to get better. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm also looking forward to this first series, as the title says it. That's right, we've got Seminole, we've got Big Ballers, and we've got a best three. This is the first round of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown, and I think we're going to start things off with a Hardpoint Crossfire, Yucky, with a Search and Destroy raid as game number 2, and then a Dom Summon to cap things off. Not 100% sure what the bans are, as we didn't get them in chat, but I'm also looking forward to seeing what kind of rule set changes are going to be around the corner as well. That's also up in the air too, right, Dave?
Yeah, it definitely is, and I know for like the case of Mobile Mayhem, for example, before like a champs rule set is announced, they're typically one of the biggest ones that kind of sets the stage for what the rule set's going to be. So it'll be interesting to see what path a lot of the tournaments take. Obviously, a lot of community input goes around those kind of decisions. And there is a totally shameless plug here. I do actually have a Twitter poll running right now that I think has a couple hours left on it, on how players feel about the addition of control into a competitive playset to kind of match the CDL style, where they run a hardpoint search and destroy and control. That obviously has no implications on anything, but I definitely feel like that's a good step forward into just seeing what the community thinks about that kind of decision. So,
oh, you're absolutely right. I know that there was also talks of Zim putting out there on Twitter. I know he was talking about the rule set changing. What he would offer as a rule set change, and I believe some of the things were going back to like that basic old school scrim style rule, which I'm gonna be honest with you, in this kind of scene where things are fresh off of a Stage 5, I think lighting it up with something like that would be absolutely amazing, because it would allow players to highlight their skills in much longer games, and instead of being shut down and maybe consolidated to a 150 hardpoint, a 250 hardpoint, a 200 dom. Search or Destroyed around 10 would be interesting, and again, the addition of a control, oh man, that would just, I don't know how they would accommodate with it being a 5v5. I know Control's played in CDL, and it's played in a 4v4 format. I don't know how great it would be in a 5v5 format, but I think it would offer a bit of diversity in the gameplay and also allow for a little bit more of a meshed search and destroy and hardpoint / domination. It's kind of a combo of the three, right? You got limited respawns, you know, so on.
Yeah, it definitely has its places, and like I said, it is a CDL game mode, so it's something that a lot of the pro players are at least familiar with, even if they don't play console COD. A lot of them are, keeping up with the CDL. So, looks like we're gonna have a 4v5 off the start. Not looking great for Seminole, but this is perhaps also not the strongest Big Ballers lineup that we could have seen. Obviously, we do have Nicole and Chels, but that's only a couple players of the mix that have been the most dominant in the girls scene. So we'll be keeping our eye out for that.
Yep, as we're gonna go ahead and jump into game number 1, hardpoint on Crossfire. Gonna go ahead and start it off. Jagbu gonna get first blood. Vague drops. Dirty Dan drops. P1 gonna be opened up. 50 seconds remaining. Slothy gonna slide in. A lot of out of point interactions going through, but a 4v5 nonetheless here is Vague gonna be looking for some hill time. He's gonna find Chagabu. Oh my god, put him on ice. Chelsea, I love it. Sweat Squad game. Do we know who this player is? I was looking in the registrations just to see who all it could be, and the only players that are currently not in the lobby right now are Marshy and Jez. And I want to say that was Marshy, so Jez isn't here right now at Haxon. Again, they had another player registered in Tectonic, but Tectonic also pulled out. So, potential fits, Hax and Jez. So, that's it.
Yep, definitely could be either or. Obviously, again, roster mania going through, so we're not seeing the likes of your Tribe compete or your NYSL Mayhem. Everybody kind of wanting to get away from being locked down to one team right now. And dude, it makes total sense, right? Like, this is not at all something anybody should be shocked about. This is what we see every year around this time for not even just COD Mobile, but just the gaming space in general. So I'm excited for it. There's a lot of spicy talent on the board. And, again, we were talking a little bit about, how maybe some of the rule sets could change in the future. And I think it's all exciting. I think it's all exciting. And it definitely gives the players a bit more of an opportunity to branch out and maybe experiment with teams that we could see coming through for like a spring season or a winter season.
Oh, you're absolutely right. And even though it's a 4v5, you mentioned it's not the strongest Big Ballers lineup. They registered under Big Ballers Network. I'm not 100% sure. Let me take a look at the bracket because I had it pulled up just a second ago, and it's just Big Ballers, so they don't have anything going along with that. Assuming they are representing the org, and obviously we have two of the players that we see on a regular basis in Mobile Mayhem girls tournament. So Chelsea and Nicole, actually, as a matter of fact. I think Chelsea was top bragging for this roster. Nicole actually picked up the slack. They were 2-3 just a minute ago. And right now sitting on a smooth 7-6. Bolo going to be spotted outside of P number 3 here. It's going to be on the downside of the map. And sure enough, Nicole locking down spawns here. Going to find the shots with fixation. And they are going to be able to take down Bolo and reclaim this hill. They have a little bit of a deficit to overcome. And sure enough, about 25 seconds on the clock should allow them to recover that, but I do see Vague and what looks like Marshy actually coming through for the retake. Marshy actually going to be pushing up. Vague actually going to be taken out as well, but maybe that was Slothy was on the hill. Bolo, nope, Bolo, OBJ time. So 4v5 ensuing. We got an 80-52 game, and the 4v5 is prevailing at the moment, so a bit of a struggle early on here for Big Ballers.
Yeah, definitely still a close game, and we're personally not giant fans of this map, but I do think at least it's not domination, so that's got something going for it. Yeah, about 45 points in favor of the side of Seminole, who again are playing at a pretty sizable disadvantage right now, and you know, you gotta imagine this group is also all on phone, and I don't think all of the Big Ballers network is. So they're fresh off a pretty big victory in the likes of your Marshy and your Bolu, and they're clearly bringing that energy here right now.
Yeah, they kept that stage 5 tempo high and running. As I'm looking at it, Bolo's 20 and 10, Vague 16 and 12, Marshy's 14 and 12. But when you got teammates like Vague and Bolu who are just hogging up the kill feed, of course it's going to be difficult for you to find your settings in here. As we're getting down to the nitty gritty, it's a 105, maybe a little more. As I do see Nagbu get a few kills, gets the Predator missile to go along with it. The Death Machine was very fruitful, but that Pred, not so much. Vay going to be camped inside of this P5 rotation. Is going to spot Nicole on the rotation, catches one S67 player life. He peeks out, and they are dead. P5 going to be opening up here, and 50 seconds remaining, and the lead is just continuing to get out of hand here early on. Oh my god. 118 and counting. Nobody here. Sweat Squad picks up, well, that's Marshy, picks up 4 in the feed, and man, 4v5, they should name their team Sweat Squad, not Seminole. These guys are sweating their asses off, and right now it is paying off, as they're about 15 points away from victory, and I don't see anybody looking to make this contest. Matter of fact, they're at a standstill here on this broken building.
Yeah, only 10 points to go, looking like it's going to be a pretty solid win for the side of Seminole right off the bat. And I gotta say, man, that's not an ideal situation for the likes of the Big Ballers network, right? I mean, this is a lineup that, has solid players for sure, but I mean, if they're not winning in a 4v5, they're probably not winning in a 5v5 for the next matchup.
That's a safe assumption. Yeah, that's a safe. Well, Search and Destroy is a different game. Obviously, Hardpoint is too. It requires a lot of body, on the point, and with a 4v5, you would think that if the 5-man team or the 5-player team would prevail, and that was not the case. As I'm taking a look at the post-action report, Jesus Christ, Vague 26 and 13, 23 and 16 for Bolu. A minute on the hill for Marshy, and goes 21 and 15. That will just tell you everything that you need to know. Slothy holding up the rear right here, 12 and 17. But, man, yeah, the Big Ballers team have a lot to work, ahead of them in this Search and Destroy. And even if you do find that Game 2 win, you're going to be on the back ends of a domination game on Summit. Is that really what you want?
Probably not, but I mean, like I said about the Big Ballers Network team here, right? This is not their Big Baller Angels team that is used to playing together. That's going to be your likes of Nicole and Chels, who we do have, but then we also usually have Yagabu or Agabu, who is Aerith, Lydia, Brixta. Like, that's the powerhouse team we're used to seeing Nicole and Chels to play with. And I just don't know a ton about are we going with Flatten for that?
What's that?
Flexion?
I said Fixation. I'm gonna be honest with you. Fixation? I had no idea. Yeah. It could be Flatia.
Yeah, I have no idea. And same with Dirty Dan. So I have to imagine there's probably some degree of synergy mix up there. Whereas you look at the likes of Seminole, and sure, it's not all Tribe, sure, it's not all Seminole, but these guys play together all the time, right? They know exactly how they play. They know the rotations they want to make. They know who's going to be the Slayer, who's going to come through and play objective, who, again, I think Sweat Squad gang is Marshy, I believe.
Yep.
So, they overall just, even in a 4v5 scenario, were able to overcome their opponents. And, the likes of Bolu and Vague fragging out the way they were, obviously that helps. And now, looks like we've got Jez in the mix. So, as I mentioned before, if you didn't win a 4v5, especially on Hardpoint, Search and Destroy is probably not looking too great for you.
Antenna de Pelon. Tri-play MSK? Yes and no. They didn't register as Tri, but a majority of the Tri players are actually on different teams, and they are playing in the tournament. As a matter of fact, I think I saw, it looked like an old Nova roster. I'm going to be honest with you. It was Band, Envy, Parrish, all the above. And let me see what team name they've registered under. I should have probably written it down, but for the life of me, I was trying to play a little bit of Warzone and stream it as well. And time just got the best of me. As we're jumping right into it, I'll get that name to you guys ASAP. But game number 2 here, deciding factor, Big Ballers moves on to a game 3, or if Seminole will be able to take them out here in 2, very possible as the bomb is going to be making its way over. Okay, S67 finds one. The refrags come through easy for Slothy, finds one. Bolo going to find one as well. 2-for-1 trades. Chelsea going to be spotted here. Money room shut down. As we do see, I'm not sure who the third, who's the 4th player here. That's Jez. Jesus Christ, Verdict. It says Jez first off.
Jez right in his name. What are you doing?
Yeah, Jez from the 76. Okay. Interesting.
Yep, and that is going to be actually a big pick on to Bolu. Makes this 1v3 look a little bit more doable, but I mean, you still got to find a kill onto Jez and Marshy here, and come through with the bomb defuse in the next 12 seconds. Not a great situation to be in, and sure enough, this is looking like a round 1 victory going over to the side of Seminole, who I would say have a honest chance to win the whole thing this week.
You're absolutely right. As I'm taking a look at it, I did find that team. It's called the Goofy Goobers. It's got Blur, Band, Envy, Perish, Awaken, Washi, and Jesus Can Save You. That's a pretty damn stacked squad. It's also got Desi on it, so... Oh, shots are going to come raining in. It looks like the A-side push is going to come through. 2 players drop off the rip. As I was looking at Discord, I didn't know what the hell happened there. But nonetheless, Fake going to find one on the refrag. S67 might be able to get one on Slothy. But Slothy going to be able to play his life there. And it does look like the 3v3 will ensue after Chelsea and Nicole drop. You see this B-side get pushed here. And you can already see it on the flank. As Dirty Dan looking for some shots. Finds Jez. Slothy going to get the refrag. Bob is going to go down, and all of the players from Big Ballers actually going to be on the rotation over. Might be able to get one in Slothy if they play their cards right, but S67 is going to get spotted and doused. Oh my god, Jungle Side, not safe either. It's going to be 2 rounds in a row, even after losing 2 off the rip. That is going to be Seminole taking 2 in a row.
Yep, up 2-0, and again, the gun skill in general for the side of Seminole is just massively outweighing the side of Big Ballers right now, and you can definitely see that coming through with Vague picking up a kill there. Slothy does take quite a few hits. He's got 5 on the board, but he is going to survive and may be able to put up more here. Now you can see this bomb plant's getting ready to go down. Bolu does get picked, but Vague gets the plant, and that's going to drop our timer down to 45 seconds, and now it's a 4 versus 4 where Big Ballers definitely have an opportunity. It's now a 4 versus 3 as Slothy picks up 1, but Chell's taking down Vague.
Enemy in sight.
Oh, Slothy gonna get the shot. The boxing gloves, toxic Slothy. I love the energy. And 3 rounds in a row. Of course, Seminole coming in, bringing in that high energy. They get the 5th and Jez, and right now are looking pretty unbeatable at the moment. And I think Big Ballers, as I mentioned earlier, the hardpoint was probably the game that they could have taken it to a game 3 scenario. Now they're going to be looking... Oh, good shots from Chelsea. Now they're looking at a search and destroy where they're getting 3-0'd at the moment. 2 frags come through early on. Sweat Gang. Marshy drops. Vague doesn't care. He's going to go ahead and get the bomb plant down. He's 1 shot. How is he alive? There's 5 players up top of the staircase. Smoke's going to come through. The transition's going to happen. As Nicole pushes out. Not safe. Dirty Dan gets their refrag. And now it's a 2v4. 30 seconds on the clock. Dirty Dan drops. Jez finds one. Looks for the bomb defuse. Bolu. Oh my god. Where are you at? Right there in perfect view. And the 2v2 is going to come through as well now. The push not going to happen because Bolu's got clear sights on the bomb. And there's nobody there to take him out. Oh my god. Flex. Jez going to take him down. 5 seconds on the clock. S67 is going to be able to get the defuse? Question mark?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
Perfect timing.
Should be good to go on the defuse there. That's going to be 1 round clutched up on the defense by Big Ballers. It'd be a long, hard comeback, but they definitely could still push us to that game 3. So be on the lookout for that. obviously, again, they do have some pretty solid talent on their team. Can't sleep on the likes of Nagaboo and Chagaboo. And obviously, I'm just not sure what this name is supposed to be. It looks like we've got a 1 for an L and an X for, well, it could be an X or
maybe it's,
be
you know what,
for a vowel, who
fiction.
knows?
Fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna go with.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Fiction, who's rocking with 6 kills on the board right now. Not top fragging, as that is gonna be Slothy with 8, but is the second in the lobby. So coming through with a big search performance here.
Vega gonna find the equalizer there, takes down Nicole, looking to get the bomb plant down, might be able to get it done, but on the backside, Dirty Dan looking to cause a little bit of devastation. He's gonna give away his location, and now is forced to, or they are forced to reposition. Bolo gonna be right here on ringside. Does Dirty Dan see him? Oh, there he goes, right there. That's the one. Looking for the push up. Life being played. Bolo does a great job, wins the gunfight, and now the 2v2 will ensue. But guess what? Jez finds another, and Fix is going to be left on his own, or left on their own. And they've only got 15 seconds, and they're still weak and haven't recovered. So this is going to be a tough one here. It's about 12 seconds left on the clock. Very, very undoable there, and is going to be taken out by Jez on the transition. It's going to be 4-1 now, as we are going to see the sides flip. A little bit more of a reserve or maybe a conservative approach here from Seminole. I know they have just got to roll with the punches. You know what? It doesn't matter how many they drop. They push that site almost instantly and get the bomb down. And it panned out.
Yeah, definitely did. They're now sitting up 4-1. The sides have flipped, so maybe the offense will be a little bit stronger for the side of Big Ballers. You can see S76 is pushed on up at the staircase here, was looking for a pick mid, but might actually have Vague be rotating it down behind him. Not going to be an ideal situation. Chels might run into Slothy here as well. They're both chilling around Red Room, but it is going to be Vague dropped as first blood. It's now a 5 versus 4. I think this is the first time Big Ballers have realistically had a player advantage this early in the round, and Slothy is quickly going to take that advantage back and bring things to a 4 versus 4.
Yep, got about 1:10 left on the clock. Dirty Dan gonna drop. Jez finds another one there. S67 slowly but surely making their transition over, but is gonna be taken down as soon as Marshy hears the footsteps. That's gonna be 2 from Marshy here. Bomb is in the hands of Nicole. Nicole actually gonna get dropped here, and Fix gonna be stuck in poolside. Oh my God, Slothy get leveled. Jez gonna find the refrag though. Beautiful shots from Nicole, just not going to be enough to win both of those gunfights. So we're all match point. Seminole looking to close this thing out early. They could very well do it this round.
Defend the objective. The enemy has the bomb.
Yeah, definitely looking like it. Match point. It's been, I don't want to say largely one-sided, because a lot of the rounds, even the ones that Tribe have won, have come down to 2v2s and 1v1s. So,
Enemy contact.
they definitely have potential on the side of Big Ballers, but with Bolu picking up first blood and make it 2 as he takes down Dan as well. Vague finding a third. We did get the refrag onto Bolu, but it's now a 2 versus 4, and Slothy.
You madman.
Toxic. Absolutely toxic. Coming through with the winter prize fighters. The whoosh mitts. And now it's a 1v4, and Marshy gonna pick that one up. 6-1 comes through for the side of Seminole. After their 4v5 win in the hardpoint as well, they close it out in a 2-0 victory.
Wow. I got to say, I kind of figured this would have been a 2-0 scenario, but after seeing the 4v5, the first game, hardpoint, I was hoping that Big Ballers would be able to put a point up, because you get a 5th in the lobby, and you can see what kind of devastation this Seminole brings to the table. So 6-1 win, 150 what was the hardpoint score, like 150 to 110?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for 4v5 on a map like that, where everything literally is on the opposite side of spawn points wise, I don't know how 4 players was able to make that, cover that much ground and do it so efficiently. These, the 4 players who play obviously knew what they were doing, so that is it.
Again, when you're winning the gunfights to that extreme,
True.
it makes that player deficit not as crazy. Obviously, it was again mostly Vague and Bolu putting up the crazy numbers. Marshy was there putting up the objective time, and because they were getting so many kills, they didn't need that extra body to anchor spawns because they were just able to play the backside. You know, if you look at Crossfire, while I think it's a very balanced map in the sense that the objectives rotate well, where they are placed makes it very easy to play anchor while also playing the objective. I mean, look at you know, the likes of your P4 and your P5, and not only that, but your P3 and your P2 are also like right on top of very easy to hold spawn points. So they were just able to capitalize in the gunfights, and I actually think it would have been more difficult for them to win on a different map. So
there we go. Well, just let you guys know if you're just joining in, Big Ballers are going to be taken out by Seminole 2-0. Big wins there early on for Seminole, even on the backs of a 4v5. They're going to be moving on to the second round. They're going to be facing off against the winner of the Devious and Exiled matchup. That should be fun, man. Maybe we should have picked up Devious matchup instead. This one was not. I'm not saying it wasn't great, but it had its moments. And taking a look at the bracket-wise, Devious might have been, you know, a little bit more of a closer skill gap when it came to that. But nonetheless, we're going to see the winner of that matchup move on to face Seminole. And then also Gravity moves on 2-0 over Community Sports. Looking at the top side of the bracket, Graves and Goody Goobers. Why did they put Goody Goobers? I thought it was Goofy Goobers. That matchup still undecided. Winner of that's going to be moving on to face Lead the War. They move on via disqualification from Team Tragic, so, or forfeit. Yo Mama moving on to round 2 to face off with Team 11. That's right, I'm not talking about Yo Mama, I'm talking about the team Yo Mama. I don't know who it is, but based off of the names that were already seen registered, Goofy Goobers being one of those roster mania teams, assuming Yo Mama is also a roster mania team.
I think that's I think Zim is coaching.
Oh, that is Yo Mama. That's Teabag, Agetic, Jingo, Kizzy, Maralto, and Solo. I think it. Yeah, that's Solo. His Discord name is Your Lord's Favorite Dinkleberry. So we've got an action-packed night. We've got some pretty different teams, to say the least, and some pretty interesting names to go along with it. But while we wait, we are going to go ahead and try and see. I'm going to try and see what Gil's got going on right now. Let me pull up his channel. Kind of see what's going on with that bracket. But we're going to take a short intermission, give a little short ad for the sponsors, give them some limelight. Guys, don't go anywhere. We've still got plenty of action for the remainder of the night. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. We've got plenty more action to come along with the night, and the night's still young, guys. We've got plenty of teams in the mix, and one of those teams is Yo Mama. That's right, Zim's team that he's registered for this tournament. Round 2 team is named Yo Mama, alright? I'm not talking about Yo Mama, I'm talking about Zim's team name, Yo Mama. And it's pretty decent lineup and squad to go along with it, too. So we were talking about it briefly before break, but you know, now I'm seeing it in the mix. Definitely holds a little bit of promise, but they got a sweaty matchup ahead of them, and it's going to be going against 11, who are looking pretty sweet as well. So Zai, Wero, Raven, Yuhi, Legacy, starting 5 for 11, and then the starting 5 for Yo Mama is Moralto, Jingo, Teabag, and Jet against Solo. Day, need to hear your thoughts. What are we looking at here? How interesting is this this matchup going to be?
I definitely think it has a lot of potential to just be solid. We've got a lot of the key players from various different teams. So looking back at like the likes of your status quo, you've got Solo and Jingo from Primal, and even dating back before that. Xset as well. We've got Moralto, who's obviously a nutty sniper. We've got Angenic, who definitely found his struggles in the early seasons that I casted him, and has stepped up in a big way. And I think largely he's found a home in the AMAX and the SKS are really solid weapons for him. He's really great in search as well. And I think he might be one of the players to watch out for. I don't want to say he's as like much of a search and destroy monster as Weru, but that is typically where we see him shine a bit. So Definitely going to be looking at the that matchup there, and then we've got Teabag coming through, who, you know, again, been on various different rosters and been a solid player for each of those rosters. So I think they have a lot of potential. The one edge that I would like truly give the side of 11 is that not only is this their starting roster tonight, this has basically been their starting roster with the exception of, obviously, Legacy is here playing. So, but the likes of Zai, Wiru, Paumini, Yuhi, they've all been playing together.
Quite a while.
We're really just missing out on Pallone or Dietrich here. So I think 11 definitely has an edge.
Well, we'll see how much of an edge they have now as we're going to go ahead and jump into that game number 1. We don't have the best of 3 formats, but we do know that Raid is going to be the very first map. So without further ado, as we do see Yo Mama join in the lobby nice and briskly, all 5 players showing up, and for 11, no issues on their end either. So we're going to be on board first solos. That's what the game wanted me to see so far. Teabag can find first blood. Battle for this P1 is going to ensue, and Ringside's about to be a bloodfest. Shots are going to come raining down. Solo's going to find 1, find 2. Legacy and Zai. Casualties. Ringside shut down. Yo Mama is all up in it. And now we're... I gotta stop, dude. I was having way too much fun with the, you know, Yo Mama inside of the point. But right now it's looking pretty good for them. They got 15 points uncontested and looking solid here on this P2 setup as well.
Yeah, definitely making that rotation over. You can see they're looking to anchor that spawn. Solo was able to pick up 1, but does get taken down by Paumini. And it looks like pretty much essentially a full hardpoint hold, about as much as you can get. Looking at about 50, 51 points for the side of Yo Mama. We're going to pick up the kill onto Angelic. Ooh, Paumini with a good rotation, going to pick up Solo again. And as we mentioned, coming through with a 51-point P1, but 11 can absolutely equalize that here on P2, and if not P2, definitely looking at the likes of P3, because Garage is really that money hill on this map. So a lot of opportunity there. Zai picking up a key kill onto Solo there, but Yuhi does get taken down by Jingo, and it is an absolute bloodbath at the kitchen right now, but it does look like 11 have been able to secure the take and are now starting to get some points on the board.
Yep, getting a few points on board, but it's not going to come easy, man. I swear. This, you know, this Sweat Squad, Yo Mama is just absolutely rocking and rolling all 8 cylinders early on. As a matter of fact, they get a late break there, too. As a matter of fact, I believe that's Teabag who's going to be making things spicy here in Kitchen as we were just taking a look at it. Finds another, is going to be taken down, and that is going to be Raven. Raven has been a little bit of a menace here. Hasn't been a lot of presence on the objective, but dude is the first player to go into double digits in the game. So 11-4 for Raven. Looking to make a massive start to this first 2 hard points, but find themselves at about a 30-point deficit and gonna have to get the retake early on in this P3, as you mentioned. Garage is literally one of the hardest hills to break. It's one of the easiest ones if you're there early, and it does look like Yo Mama's there early.
Yeah, it looks to be the case, and they're coming through with a solid hardpoint performance right now, but it does look like 11 able to get that break, able to secure that garage, and now we've got players spawning all around this side of the map. We've got 11 trying to make that hold, but Yo Mama unrelentlessly pushing in. It's like we've got Solo on the backside here to kind to hold off from that weights room. But
yo, how is Raven still alive, dude? How? I mean, this guy has literally been a demon in the corner here. They may not be getting points, but my guy Raven played his life against this sweaty Yo Mama squad and is going to be able to get those last 10 seconds uncontested. But dude was literally in like 3 different gunfights. Finally gets taken down by Teabag on the transition, but you get the picture there. 25-point deficit still, you know, for the guys over at 11 to overcome. But, man, I got to say, Yo Mama looking pretty hot right now.
Yeah, Yo Mama is definitely looking hot right now, Verdict. That is for sure. Legacy comes through with a 3-piece in the feed, and I think this is a good time to point out he's rocking the... That's something we don't see very often in North America or Europe anymore. It is something that we saw actually a lot of in the Eastern Finals over the weekend for Stage 5. Moralto coming through, does pick up one with the Gravity Vortex. Definitely making good use of it there. Yuhi does pick up a 3-piece in return, however. About a 50-point lead on the side of Yo Mama. We'll have to see.
Oh, great Vortex. Great Vortex there from Zai. Literally put it right there in the cubby. Found two. Found the third on the backs of some great gun skill. Jingo going to finally take him down, but Legacy going to be able to soak up a little bit of time. But, man, you're looking at this 5-man Yo Mama squad just absolutely running the tables there. They get the retake late, get those last 10 seconds. They've got about, I mean, what is that, 70 points almost? We'll say it's 63. That sounds right? Yeah, the math lines up. You're the math guy, Dave. Help me out here.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at about a 70-point lead right now for the side of Yo Mama. And it's really been an issue for 11T. They've been trying to get, you know, deep in Yo Mama's spawns, but just...
Oh, you got it. That's it right there. Clip it, chat. We caught him.
Man.
We got him. Yo, they had me in the first half, bro, but you got me there. I gotta say, if you get deep inside Yo Mama's spawns, you can definitely win this game. Sure enough,
yeah,
they get the break.
They're trying. We're gonna have way too much fun with this series.
Yeah,
way
we
too
are.
Much fun with this
Zim, I
series,
blame
but
you, bro.
Yeah, definitely Zim's fault, guys. Ooh, Moralto lives with a sliver there, able to pick up Legacy before getting taken down, and 11T have done a great job of hanging into this game, but with only 9 points to go and a P1 that was 100% in favor of Yo Mama. Definitely not looking good. Able to pick up a couple seconds of scrap time there at the end. Gonna bring it to 6 points to win. Teabag gonna pick up Raven solo, finds Zai and a Legacy. Yuhi does get one on to Jingo, but is it enough? Can 11T hold it down? Doesn't look like it. That's gonna be a kill coming through for Moralto onto Wiro, and while I gave the edge to 11T, it was Yo Mama coming through and answering back.
Yeah, Yo Mama showed up and showed out. Bro, you know, you get those phone calls from the teacher, you know, when you do bad things, man, your mama just comes through and just absolutely rails you after that, man. My mama, I know my mama don't play. Yo Mama don't play either, man. 150, did 11 even get 100 points? No, 81. Jesus Christ. Teabag, 25 kills on the board. Absolutely slaying out. 25, 15, 54 seconds on the hill. And Jetic right there below with a minute and 23. Some OBJ Warriors right there. 16 and 14 as well, and that's pretty much it. You're looking at it, nobody else goes positive with the exception of Moralto, but he was kind of like your niche player. He's rocking the SKS, trying to play for position. Did pick up 11 kills, but only 18 seconds on the hill, so the flip side of things, a lot of work here needs to be done for 11, man. I'm not sure what their scenario was as far as like warm-ups go, but based off what I'm seeing right here, they got outplayed. They got, even when they had the P2 spawn sites for Kitchen, they never really held Kitchen down. You know, if you're just going to let Yo Mama walk right into the kitchen and take it, I mean, V my guess. But you got to be able to back that up with a P3 garage side spawn hold. And they didn't have that. They battled. That was their time to get back, you know, into a competitive scoreline. Just didn't really happen. So, game number 1 going to go in favor of Yo Mama, and 11 looking for the answer back. And Zim, there is no super spectating other than like from, you know, the outside, which really doesn't matter, does it? I noticed.
I think he might have connected in the game.
Yeah, but I mean, who cares at that point, right? You can't stop that. All right. Game number 2 is we didn't get the rotations earlier. I do see it's going to be a search and destroy on standoff. So 11 need the answer back, or they're going to let Yo Mama run this night and run them out of the tournament. So we'll see how it pans out now. As standoff's the map of choice. You know what? After seeing that 150 hardpoint, I know we saw a crossfire earlier, but after seeing that game, I desperately need 250 games moving forward.
Yeah, like, me too. And I gotta point something out real quick, and this is totally irrelevant to the game we just watched or the event tonight. But we got like maybe the return of one of the Trovo legends here. I see Mr. Flink joined the chat. That's a name I haven't seen in a hot
Ow.
minute. And let me tell you, that dude always kept up on the comp scene. Definitely a great viewer. So thanks for stopping by, Flink. See you again.
Yo, I haven't seen Flink in a minute, bro. He used to literally come to my streams and be like, Verdict, you got such a sexy voice, or I don't know what he'd say. He'd say something very sus, and I'd be like, oh, thank you, and blush. He was mainly in, I want to say he was mainly in Stepsley's stream whenever I'd see him more often. But I know he's made his rounds around, you know, but I'm glad to see him back in the mix. So, Mr. Flink, how are you doing, bro? Good to see you back on Trovo. Okay, you mentioned a name earlier, and that name was Dietrich, and now we do see Dietrich in the lobby. So Legacy exits. The subs come in for Levity. They're looking to take this to a game 3. They're going to have the chance here. Head-to-head here in Search and Destroy against Yo Mama, and Yo Mama, man, she is a bad one. I'm not talking about the team. I'm just kidding. This team is looking pretty sweaty, bro. All jokes aside, I had high hopes for them, but I didn't think they would deliver this well.
Well, we are getting into the next game here. It's going to be Search and Destroy, and this is historically where 11 performs best. And while I say that, they obviously this past season as well had stepped up their respawns in a big way. So I was hoping for a little bit more in the hard point, but as we mentioned, you know, we don't necessarily know what the practice is like for them leading up to this, the warm-up, or, you know, hell, if they've even played for 2 weeks, right? Like, we've been on pause, basically, for the competitive scene for a bit with Stage 5 coming up, so who knows? But there's going to be Teabag picking up another kill onto Raven. The 2-for-1 trade comes in favor of Yo Mama. However, we're able to pick up Meralto. That's going to be bombed down, but challenges the head glitch, and Ingenic coming through with the Type 25. Gonna pick that kill up. Now 3 versus 2 in favor of Yo Mama. Fake defuse comes through. Nobody peeks, so the plant's going to come through. Jingo pushed deep on up into the spawn right now. Gonna pick up Zai, but gets taken down, and now Detri's left in a 1 versus 2 with 38 seconds on the clock.
Yep, and Ingenic does a great job of recognizing what's going on, gets the bomb plant down. They have the numbers. They lose 1 with Jingo, but Jingo captured Zai there on the backside, so great frags in return, and now it's just Dietrich left to pick a piece. He's got 2 kills on board. He's going to get spotted, and Ingenic and T-Pag, good night. Flawlessly done after that bomb plant, as we're going to see a 1-0 advantage. Man, I got to say, this might be a 2-0 if it's played out the way that I'm seeing it played out right now. Just some great gunfights being taken, some great team collective efforts. And again, 11, even with Wero in the mix, you know, he's a Search and Destroy demon, but at the moment, it's looking like it's very possible. Solo going to find 2. Palmini Raven's going to find 1 in return, but 2-for-1 trades are going to allow the bomb plan to go down. 39 seconds on the clock now, as Raven's going to get spotted here. Courtyard, the push comes through. Raven wins those. Pulling out that old MX9 meta. Loving it. About 28 seconds left on the retake, and even though we've been at a standstill, man, it feels like we never left. We never skipped a beat. I think we had those watch parties going, and the action has just been continuing on as Zai finds another one. Oh, the shots from Dietrich. As I do see Raven actually get the hit markers. Teabag gonna be left at a 1v3. Finds Zai. Cannot find the rest, though. Dietrich comes through, and, man, shots at that point? Jesus Christ.
Definitely a solid round for 11T1. They definitely needed it. It ties things up 1-1, and they looked much better that time around. I gotta say, I'd love to see this one go to a game 3, so we'll have to see. But right now, Yuhi, who's been one of the more consistent members of the side of 11T, been unable to find a kill, and Wiru, who's typically one of the top fraggers, is sitting down at 1, as well as Zai. I think the only player to put up 20 kills in Search and Destroy last season of Mobile Mayhem. Also with only 1 on the board. The sub Detri comes in and picks up kill number 5 onto Solo, however, who has opted to put down the R9, and I think that's probably a solid choice.
I think that's a great choice. And speaking of, I was reading chat just a minute ago. What team did Dietrich play with before? I want to say it was Op34. That's
Op34.
Okay, that makes sense. And I know that he wasn't as well known in the scene before.
He's been a sub on 11T for a hot minute now.
Yeah, he has been, but I believe the first time I ever seen him was during Mobile Mayhem qualifiers, and that's where he really stood out. And I think that's where, you know, he got a lot of notice. He's actually going to get noticed there by Engetic, and Engetic can not give him a chance to respond. And now it's a 2-1 here. Yo Mama is running the tables yet again. But so far in this Search and Destroy, we've seen tit for tat going back and forth. Hopefully we'll be able to see a levity even things out and make sure we see that game 3, because, you know, to see this game end and Yo Mama run on through to the semifinals, I don't think it's justification. I need a third game for myself. I'm being selfish right now.
Target down. Absolutely gotta agree, but it's 1-for-1 trade to open things up. Detry is actually able to pick up a kill onto Jingo. And, you know, one of the players that we mentioned a little bit earlier in Meralto, typically this dude is a demon with the wall bangs here on standoff and unable to find a kill on the board. Now got one rotating behind mid snipe onto Raven, aka Palmini.
Oh my god!
Oh, picked from behind, yikes. Now, fallen apart for the side of Yo Mama. It's Teabag left alone in the 1 versus 2. He does have the bomb plant.
Oh, get out of here, Teabag.
The head glitch gets him the 2-piece, and it's now a 3-1 lead for the side of Yo Mama.
Yo, Teabag is on, like, demon mode right now. Bro dropped 25 in the hardpoint. He's got 8 kills and only died 1 so far. And I was looking at Dietrich. Oh, I wasn't looking at Dietrich's point of view. I was looking at Engetic's point of view. He got railed. The shots coming in through that cubby site. Dietrich slide peeks and gets the, right through that little crack in the wall. It just beamed Engetic. And now we're going to see that 3-1 lead start to just get out of hand. When you got players like Teabag who literally are coming out of nowhere with this kind of energy, absolutely loving it. Solo going to get the shots to land. Dietrich's going to drop, and Zai looking for some responses, finds 2. But you still got 3 left to deal with, and you only got Yuhi, who, again, hasn't really been that much of a control. What are you doing, Yuhi? Were you even shooting? Yuhi's glitched. Something's going on with him. He must have a latency issue. Some kind of ping situation, because bro had 2 players right in front of him and didn't even shoot, it looked like. That's tough.
Yeah, and I gotta say, if you know, looking at the rosters that we had available before the event, I was looking at this lineup and I was kind of like, is teabagging Yo Mama a good idea? But we're here right now. Got 8 on the board, and I gotta say, Zim put together a pretty solid team here. We've got Solo with 6 on the board as well. And they're leading 4-1 right now. Teabag does get taken down by Raven, however. The 1-for-1 trade comes through as Solo was able to up Wiro, again opting to use the Type 25, which I think is a much better choice than the MX-9 right now, but, you know, to each their own. And now it's going to be Raven actually in a really rough spot. He picks up 1 of the 2 before he goes down, and that's at least going to even things out and keep things at a 3 versus 3 as they're now on the offense.
Yeah, we're going to see Solo drop Dietrich, make it into 2v3. Zai, who was a bit of a nuisance last round, found 2 before he eventually dropped, and got 6 on board for the game, but he's going to need a lot more if he's going to take this round, because from what I'm looking at, Yuhi, not 100% there tonight. As a matter of fact, we're also going to peek the corner. Doesn't give Yuhi anything to work with. Yuhi does get the sit rep, though, so he's going to go ahead and rotate back, and that might be the information they need to get this rotation in. Maybe, you know, a little bit of a sneaky bomb plan on B. Is Zai looking to clear the corners, making sure everything's covered. Does hear something on the side. That's Meralto, who's steadily holding this back alley angle. So Yuhi finally gets 1. I don't know what's connecting for him. Oh my goodness, the shots from both him and Zai. They're going to be able to clutch it up a 2v3 style. Didn't even get the chance to see Zai's point of view. As a matter of fact, I was rotating over and I call Yuhi on the back burners and picking up not 1 but 2 kills. So 0 to 2 real quick. Yo Mama being aggressive right now. Oh my god. 5-player push to that A site. They find 3 casualties, but oh my, Yuhi, Meralto drops. Engetic now left on his own. The tides have turned. Yuhi looking for another. He's not going to be able to get it, but Zai, the last hope for 11, and he hits those. Couldn't hit a shot to save his life when he peek boxes. but hits the one that matters the most, and that is going to be a 3-4. Gap is slowly starting to get covered, but you got to be, I don't want to say flawless. You just can't make those mindless mistakes that you made early on. You got to be able to capitalize and play your roles well. Palmini going to find one on Jetic. Solo gets the refrag. Yuhi, oh man, is he activating demon mode? Did Verdict get him sparked up, or did he, you know, actually just connect into the lobby and say, hey, I'm here now?
Enemy contact.
Hard to say, but Detri able to pick up one onto Jingo. That's going to bring things to a 3-2 favor for the side of 11, who are looking to push us to that game 3. It's looking like they could tie the series up 4-4 right now, and you know, I don't want to say I'm mad that Yuhi was able to come through and get a couple kills there, because I was really fishing for that homemade donuts joke, but not gonna be the case. And now it's Teabag left alone in a 1 versus 3. Yo Mama looking pretty scared right now. Detri coming through from the rotation behind, might be able to pick up one. Teabag gonna find Zai, but sure enough, Detri with that smart rotation picks it up, ties things up 4-4.
Now we've got ourselves a game. I was looking at a 4-1 just a few rounds ago, and look at that, 11 able to you know, put some numbers up against your mama and make things a bit more competitive. Bomb gets picked up eventually. Wedo had to hit back and double back for the bomb, but nonetheless, no harm, no foul. We see some nades come through. Zai actually going to get Thumper to the face. Jetic finds another one for himself, and is going to be Yuhi on the refrag. Takes down Jingo. Does the deed. Falls right back to the bottom side of Granny's, looking for that top side action. Gets a few sniper callouts, and Yo Mama right there on his presence. So 4v4. 1-for-1 trades coming through. We've got about a minute 20 on the clock. Wedo looking for the push up. Is going to have Jetic and Solo left to deal with. He catches Jetic off guard. Solo looking for the refrag. Does get it, but Cubby side is now not safe. Dietrich takes him out, and we're looking at a potential match point here if 11 can manage to get this bomb plant down in time. Doesn't matter. Moralto's going to be taken out. Raven going to find that last one, and match point for 11.
It was going to be match point either way. It was just a matter of who was going to get it. Sure enough, right now we're looking at 11, looking to push us to that game 3. And it does look like it took them a little bit to get going, right? Like, that's something we were talking about early on, is, you know, we don't know what the practice was like for these two teams, what the warm-ups were like. And I got to say, you can definitely see they're winning more of their gunfights. They're looking a little bit more coordinated. The pickup of Detri to fill in that 5th place spot instead of Legacy is definitely a player that they've been practicing with in the past, so it brings that extra degree of synergy to the table. And now, with Yo Mama falling apart, it is looking like 11 gonna take the victory.
Bomb's planted, 30 seconds on the clock, and Moralto's got to be flawless here. Not going to be able to find that second player. That's Dietrich. Dietrich does see him. We're going to a game 3, and it's going to be, I'm not sure what the map rotation again. I didn't get the rotations in, so we'll find out soon enough. But, yeah, I think 11 made the right call when they made the sub in for Dietrich, taking out Legacy. I'm not saying Legacy isn't cracked in his own, but you saw how much slack was picked up when Detri entered the lobby. As a matter of fact, I think he had 11 kills in the game, 12 maybe, as I'm taking a look at a top frag. So, yeah, that easy call right there. Zai is also a demon. Found 9, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. 9 kills on board. And Raven, I knew Raven was going to be cracked coming in this matchup. As a matter of fact, I saw him in the hardpoint. Bro was putting in some serious work. Didn't get enough on the return, but did, you know, put up some numbers here in this game too to kind of equal things out. And now it's putting Yo Mama in a hard spot. You know, are you going to be able to perform in that game 3 like you did in hardpoint? The hardpoint was a big first game for them. It was a huge first win. I want to say it was 150 to 81. It was just ridiculous. It never was close. Even after that P2 rotation, everything on was, you know, Yo Mama running the house. So here we are, game 3 scenario. And Day, I need to hear your thoughts. What are we looking at here? Do we have map now? Yep, firing range. What are your
Well,
thoughts?
again, I definitely think 11T maybe weren't warmed up for the task at hand. There's some solid players on the side of Yo Mama, but this one could go either way. Yo Mama looked way better in the hard point earlier. So now we're in another respawn mode, and I don't know, man. It's time to find out if Yo Mama is a dom or a sub, right? Like that's what we're going for here.
All right, we're going on a break, bro. I can't handle this anymore. All right, yeah.
Blame Zim, bro.
Yeah.
Blame Zim. It's totally Zim's fault. It's all Zim's fault.
Zim, what the hell, bro? Why are you doing this to us? At any rate, 11.
Look, you couldn't have Yo Mama and Dom in the same sentence without going there. Okay, this is not my fault.
All right.
Might be time to have some of that Norwalk, Connecticut water.
Do I have any left? I don't have any available yet, so I have to wait on break. But nonetheless, domination on firing range. It's going to be the deciding factor. Who's going to make it to the semifinals? I'm taking a look at the brackets, too, as well, just to kind of give everyone an update in real time. Also, if you are just now joining chat and you want to see the bracket, it's pinned, but you can also use the command for the bracket. You just exclamation point bracket. That's it. Gravity going to be able to move on to the semifinals. They take down Efficient 2-0. Devious and Seminole still in their best of 3. Winner moves on to face Gravity. Yo Mama and 11 fighting for a spot in the semifinals where they could ultimately meet their demise in either Lethal War or Goofy Goobers. And based off of that squad, Goofy Goobers, I would have to say they probably are the ones that move on. But again, this is Roster Mania. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really know how these players play together. It's the reason, they kind of are just like, mixing back and forth. Who's gonna go where? Who fits in better here? Who fits in better there? Doesn't matter if you're a great player or if you're a mediocre player. If you fit, it's just right. I feel like this time is gonna be the most interesting, and kind of the most random teams and not so random teams. Seminole being one of those teams that are not so random. Those guys play together on a regular basis, and it shows.
You are absolutely right. And as we get into the game 3 here, the C and A caps come through respectively. And this map isn't a huge benefit to having one side or the other. We do see teams favor C side a little bit. I think that's because it's just ever so slightly easier to spawn trap your opponents on the A side. But we do see a couple players over at A at this point. We do get the B cap coming through for Yo Mama. Almost had the 3 cap as well. That would have been a incredible performance coming out of Yo Mama, but now it looks like the B might go back. Yuhi's on the point. He's got grenades coming in. He's going to step off, but he's got 2 homies with him. And Yo Mama getting punished a little bit here as the B cap was looking good for them, but it comes back quickly. And now 11T are set up in a pretty decent position to take an edge here.
You're absolutely right, and gotta say, they were asking where Day's face cam at. He doesn't have a face cam when he's set up at Yo Mama's. So at the moment, he's not going to be on cam. That's quite all right. And Yo Mama slowly getting pushed into a corner here as this first half has been pretty dominant here for the guys over at 11. As a matter of fact, I was looking at Wally's perspective. I know he's been out of the mix for a while, but is Wally not cracked? Is that what I'm seeing?
I mean, Wally's cracked. Wally's definitely cracked, but definitely haven't seen him in the scene for a minute. I feel like last time I was watching him stream, I think he's playing iPad, so that could be...
No. He got his red magic. He raided me the other night.
Oh, he did get his red magic.
He got his red magic. We got some more red magic warriors to worry about now.
It was a couple weeks ago that I hopped into his stream, and I feel like his aspect ratio was pad at the time. So maybe he's playing phone now. Maybe this is the cracked Wally we've all been hoping for. See, he does pick up one onto Ingenic there. Jingo picks up a 2-piece in the feed as well, but Zai is there for the refrag, and Yo Mama struggling right now. You need a B to try to pay the bills. You're not getting enough funds coming in for your side. And 11T are just storming the house right now. Moralto finally puts an end to the spree that was going in for 11T. But the triple cap is coming through. Yamama is getting dominated by 11
Yo, Yo Mama getting railed right now. 65 to 37. This first half is pretty devastating. They're going to have to come through with a flawless second half performance. And we'll be honest with you, it was a 4-1 search and destroy. They should have closed that one out and had an easy 2-0. I literally don't know what happened. Maybe Yuhi clicking in and absolutely just, picking up the slack. I'm not saying that Dietrich and Zai didn't contribute, but Yuhi was a major factor to why they were 4-1 at the beginning. They were 0-5, right?
Capture the objectives.
Now we're looking at a 6-4 comeback, 5 rounds in a row for Levity in a first half that was about as picture perfect as it gets. 75-42 now is ANC going to be capped respectively. Trelusite going to be capped a little bit. Man, Solo, how did you push right past Zai and not even get a shot on him? Very unfortunate. Jingo here on the flank does get caught out, and Raven, demon mode activated. Game number 3, just shot after shot. Yo Mama getting shut down.
Jingo does pick up 1, but where is there to answer it back quickly? The B cap coming through fast for the side of 11T, and like I said,
Missile inbound.
I mean, it is definitely interesting having Wally here. We've definitely seen him play with them in the past, but when they picked up Detri for game 2, I was like, yep, this is the sub that they normally have. I'm definitely expecting them to come through with that level of synergy and step things up. And then they took him out and put in Wally, and they are continuing with that trend right now. See, he does get taken down in his Dragonfire, but he's got a grab vortex available, and for domination, that is a really, really big tool. You can drop one of those shots on B, and even if you're in like a 1v4 situation, that's going to be a couple seconds that your opponents cannot put that pressure on, and it's going to allow your team to make that rotation. And on a map like Firing Range, where all of the spawns are basically within kill distance of somebody on B, whether it be directly line of sight or whether it be from a grenade, it's kind of hard to get that flip in the middle of the map. And sure enough, Wally comes through with a 3-piece. He does burn his grab vortex there, but we're in triple cap territory, so I just don't think it's going to matter, Verdict.
I don't. Jingo's going to be the deciding factor here. Is he going to be able to get this kill here on C, prevent the C cap from coming through, maybe put a little bit of pressure on that B site? Yo Mama just not performing up to par. Does get the triple cap now. This is where things get interesting. Look at the spawns. Nothing is solidified here on this C site, but 2 players there are going to be able to outnumber the other 2, and it's still triple cap territory. Is that right, Dave? I'm looking at 30 points are needed. Yeah, this is still well in triple.
Barely,
yeah, barely.
Yes.
Okay. Man, that's tough, dude.
Yeah, they literally need like 1 second of triple cap. I think. That or it might draw actually.
We'll see here. Like, who
what
reaches?
do we do if we draw?
I mean, we're gonna rock paper scissors. That's the only way you can do it, right? I feel like that's the most respectable thing to do. Okay, look, no, it's not. It's not draw. It's gonna be a 100 or 200, well, 150. Jesus Christ, 150 to 149 in favor of Yo Mama. So Yo Mama might be on a comeback of a lifetime.
Might be. Solo able to pick up 1, but Yuhi comes through with 3 in the feed. This could be the opportunity that they need, but you can see we've got a lot of progress on that C flag, and players pushing up, but you cannot afford to give up the B. Meralto able to pick up that kill. They maintain it for now. The triple cap comes through for another split second. It is all about B at this point. They cannot afford to give it up. Does look like that progress is going to get cleared out. Teabag bringing it down a little bit. We do have Zai looking to make that rotation up. He picks up the kill, MW11 in hand, but the triple cap once again comes through for the side of Yo Mama. It was looking like she was getting dominated, but might be putting in the work now.
Man, this is some. Well, we found out Yo Mama is a Dom player, so. No question there. The first half they had him. Second half, just absolutely on point. And I was looking at Teabag's number earlier. Dude was at like 9 and 14. He's 19 and 22, fragging out. 22 and 19 for Solo, 22 and 17 for Meralto. Maralto? No, not that guy. 23 on board to finish it out, and that's going to be a 150 to 141 win for the guys over at Yo Mama.
Yeah, the guys over at Yo
The
Mama's
guy- yeah.
house having a good time, coming through with a big domination win there. And, you know, on the backs of Coach Zim bringing this team together. So that's not an easy team to take down. 11T is not a pushover team. I think they were, what, second place in the Mobile Mayhem standings for last season. So for a team that was just kind of brought together and has a couple players from all sorts of different areas, they look pretty solid here. Now, I don't know if they're looking solid enough to take on the likes of Seminole down the road, but we'll have to see. It's upset season, baby.
Oh, they got to get past the Goofy Goobers first, bro. Yo Mama and Goofy Goobers.
That is another team that looks
that's that roster mania toss-up team that has 3 of the, you know, stage 5 champions in Tribe, Envy, Band, and Parrish. Parrish wasn't the starting 5, but he was on that Tribe roster. He was one of the reasons why they got there, so he
Well,
contributed.
you guys know me. I like to be as positive as I can, but I think it's only a matter of time before your mom absolutely gets railed. And
They were
it's
getting
just a
hey,
matter
Yo
of
Mama
time.
was getting railed earlier, bro, but they came back with that
But she was down but not out. She was down but not out. She's looking for more. Who's gonna put that nail in the coffin is all I gotta ask.
you know what, bro? I'm not done with the puns, and I know you're not, so we're gonna
Absolutely
get to
not. I'm so glad they won for that fact.
Oh
alone.
yeah.
Wasn't cheering one way or another. I like everybody over at 11T. I'd been totally fine with them winning, but this definitely makes it for a more fun night, as far as the joke side of things go.
Oh, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right indeed now. All right, we're going to get geared up. Is Goofy Goobers going to rail Yo Mama? Semifinals right around the corner? Or Yo Mama put the foot down and show up and show out again? We'll see as we're going to get geared up for that semifinals. Yo Mama and Goobers. Goofy Goobers. Good night. I can't even talk anymore, dude. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm calling it quits here. I'm going to go get that Norwalk, Connecticut water, and we're just going to end this in right there. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to be right back. We're going to take a moment to get this new lobby set up, get the teams in. I'm going to go grab a drink. None in that Connecticut water. I was just joking, okay? But I'll be right back, all right? Don't go anywhere, guys. Alrighty, guys, we are back live. We've got the Goofy Goobers. We've got Yo Mama. We've got a semifinals ahead of us that is going to be a pretty lit one, if I can't say so myself, as I'm taking a look at the lobby. And a lot of the guys over at Goofy Goobers rocking that tribe clan tag. And Band, Envy, and Desi are the only ones I recognize. I see Orange and Rim, and to my understanding, from what I've read in chat, RIIM is Jesus, and Orange is Blur. So a little bit of tomfoolery, a little bit of nostalgia. I think we are 100% on board with it. What about you, Dave?
Definitely should be a good one. We've got a bunch of players here that you'll recognize. I do believe Tribe X Orange is Blur. So definitely a player that you guys will recognize from a different name. I'm unsure who Rim is, though.
That is Jesus. Yep.
It is Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So we've actually got some really nutty talent on the side of, what is it, the Goody Goobers?
No, this is the Goofy Goobers.
I thought they registered under the Goody Goobers, is what Hello told me.
Oh, is it the Goody Goobers? I'm calling them the Goofy Goobers. I'm sorry, dude, but I'm
me
not saying
too.
Goody.
Me too. Yeah.
Even the stream title says Goofy.
Hold on, let me look at the bracket.
It says Goofy Goobers in team name as Blur registered them, but...
Okay. Well, then she must have just typoed. So the Goofy Goobers.
Yeah.
Good, 'cause that's what they were going to get called anyway.
Yeah.
Looking pretty stacked. Obviously, Yo Mama came through with a big Dom performance earlier, but I don't know. Well, we'll have to see. Yo Mama might get plowed here.
Hey. So, shots fired early on as we're going to get geared up for that game one. It's going to be a hardpoint firing range. Best of 5 format's going to run through as SCD Takeoff is going to be second map, Dom Summit. We'll see how much of a Dom Yo Mama is moving forward. But hardpoint standoff if we go to that game 4, S&D on Raid. This is actually a pretty spicy rotation. I love it. Even the S&D Takeoff. I've grown to actually really like S&D Takeoff. Domination Takeoff, not so much, but less about that, more about this. The action starting. We're jumping right into map number 1, which again is that hardpoint on firing range. And will the self-proclaimed tribe team here, aka Goofy Goobers, prevail, or will Yo Mama reign superior? We'll see how it pans out.
Alright, we're starting off into the action. We've got a hard point here for you guys on firing range. One of my favorite maps, but not necessarily for this mode. It can be very, very punishing. If it was 250 hard point, I'd be all about it, but that is just not the case here. So we could see a dominating performance come through on a P1, P2, and P3 rotation if one of these teams is able to hold those spawns, but beyond the lookout as right now, it is mostly points going over to the side of the Goofy Goobers, but obviously nothing set in stone yet, and it's also one of the harder to hold P1s in the game. If you get into P2, or the P1 reset, I mean, and you have, operators available, you have score streaks available, okay, you can get a good hold there, but the fact that we've got 30 plus points coming through for the Goofy Goobers right now makes me feel pretty bad for the side of Yo Mama.
Yeah, it definitely does, but, Yo Mama never gave up on you. You should never give up on this game, and we saw that saying in game number 3, the domination, the first half, just absolutely overwhelming. 75 to 42 point lead for 11E. Not enough to shut down Yo Mama, though, as I do see a little bit of a shutdown here early on, though. 43 to 4, and it's only getting worse here. As Dave made a comment earlier, and he might have been right. I think the Goofy Goobers might have found a way to play Yo Mama, and they're doing it very early on as 50 plus points are going to come raining in. There's 30 points on the hill left. I don't see Goofy Goobers giving this P2 site away. As a matter of fact, they're doing such a great job for perimeter control. Oh my god, Band. I know why you were stage 5 MVP, bro. You're just railing them.
Yeah, Band is absolutely railing your mama right now. Coming through with the Gravity Vortex as well. Blur is tossing down a Goliath, getting ready for P3. And if you guys watch any of the Trovo showdowns, you know how potent a Goliath in this trailer can be. Does take a couple shots there, but is going to make it on in. Solo getting a couple shots as well. It's lost about a third of its HP. You can now see Ingenic was trying to line up some shots there, but couldn't quite get it. Death Machines across the board for the side of Yo Mama, except for Maralta, who is running the Gravity Vortex. And for the side of the Goofy Goobers, we have 3 Gravity Vortexes and 2 Death Machines available.
I see one of those come out right here. The Gravity Vortex from Envy walks right into the second shot. That stuff. Did manage to pick up or also shut him down on the front side. And, man, I'm talking about some big, big plays here early on for this Goofy squad. And they are just running this game up. They are not going to be taken out of this trailer site. They're going to have nearly a 140 to 7-point lead going into that P4 rotation. We all know how devastating Wood could be. Bottom Wood, just not it if you're trying to make that comeback. It's not such a safe haven such as P2 and P3. As a matter of fact, if you're trying to stay in this game, it's not going to happen here. 138 to 11. Yo Mama absolutely getting beamed, and I don't think the pressure is going to stop here. I think the Goofy Goobers may have found a niche in railing Your Mama, and they're doing a great job at it right now.
Well, you can see right now the Goofy Goobers are coming into Yo Mama's spawn point and trying to get a hold of that for this Wood objective, but they do get denied. Now we've got a Dragonfire available. That is going to spot out all of the members of the Goofy Goobers backside of Yo Mama's jungle there. And getting a pretty good hold on Wood here.
I had to mute the mic, bro. What the hell was that?
Oh, might be getting a little out of control.
It's getting a little hot in here, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Your mama they've tried to mount a comeback right now, but you know, Goofy Goobers tried to mount that first game, and Your Mama is not looking too good right now. As a matter of fact, okay, P1 reset comes through, and as you mentioned, this is like one of those points where it could be a little better if you've got the operators, you know, you've got a little bit of score streaks going in, but Yo Mama got nothing to work with right now. We saw a great comeback in that P4. You know, maybe Zim, you know, maybe his saying might be wrong, man. 7 points is only needed now. Your Mama didn't give up on you. You should probably give up on this game because it's only about 5 seconds coming through. And I think I'm done for the night, bro. That was, I had to mute it the first time, but then I couldn't help it. I was about to start talking, and he hit me with that one, bro. 150 to 65 win. Goofy Goobers goobering up Yo Mama in a massive game number 1 performance.
Passive is convinced that we're competing for the most puns with Yo Mama.
Day wins. I'm done.
Yo, Passive, as expected, the only good hold we had for Yo Mama was a good hold on Wood. And I can't, dude.
I gotta mute for a second. I gotta save face right now. I gotta gain composure.
Oh man, Zim, why did you do this to us?
Set us up for success here.
Success. Yeah.
Yeah, Goofy
Oh,
Goobers. You know, put the moves on Yo Mama and finding a way to win game number 1. You know, that great Wood hold was all that Yo Mama had going into that game. As a matter of fact, I think that's the only way they got on points. 6'5", 150 was devastating. P1, 2, and 3 just absolutely shut down Goofy Goobers being a goofy terror. Minute 30 on the point for Blur, a.k.a. Orange. Band showed up, put up the most frags in the lobby, 25. 21 on the flip side of things. I said Teabag was going to be one of those standout performers, and I got to say, bro, he has always delivered tonight. He has delivered a lot tonight, just not enough to contest against this Goofy squad. And we're heading into a Game 2, Search and Destroy takeoff. Can Yo Mama take off in this game number 2 though? I don't know. This is gonna be a transitional point here for them. If they go down 2-0, I mean, there's only so much Yo Mama can do while being pinned down. And in a game a series-ending Game 3 on a Domination Summit. Oof. I'm feeling bad right now. You got to find a way to bounce back, and I'm looking at Moralto and Teabag to head that comeback. Solo and Energetic, they got to do their part too, but I'm looking at, Moralto for his snipes and Teabag for his just absolute beastly, sweat abilities. Bro had came out of nowhere and dropped 25 earlier in the hardpoint game. Now he's getting 25 dropped on him, and the tides have turned. This is where they have to turn things around, though.
Yeah, we'll be getting into this next game here shortly for you guys. It's going to be a search and destroy on raid, and we'll have to see who's able to come out on top. Last time we saw Yo Mama play, the opening win was in the hardpoint, and then they did struggle in the search and destroy up against 11T. They did come back and win the nomination, so we'll have to see if another Game 3 is inbound, or if the Goofy Goobers can close things out in a 2-0 victory.
Oh, this is a best of 5, Dave. We're going to go in...
Oh, this is semifinals.
Yeah, this is semifinals, but
the
don't...
night has rolled on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, just like that game number 1, Goofy Goobers rolling on Yo Mama and not letting off the pedals, man. I gotta say, they turned the Jets on early. They got 30 on P1. P2 was an absolute shutdown. Trailer site, they had a Goliath, for Christ's sakes. There's not much you could do. Image, go win more championships. Stop talking about chat about no Vanguard streams. All right,
maybe after me, see.
Yeah, maybe. No. We're gonna be doing Warzone. We're not doing Vanguard. Fuck out. Get out of here.
Wow! Whoa! Whoa!
All right, hold on. Let me change it real quick.
Getting a little out of hand here. Sheesh.
We play too much Warzone, and Yo Mama not making it any better tonight. Oh, it's not a standoff. It's a takeoff. It's a raid. Why are we doing raid? Oh, I guess they said it's in the wrong order.
Targets in sight.
We're into the action. Does look like no first blood yet, but we do have a bomb plant coming down for the side of the Goofy Goobers. I think Blur may be a little late to the party. That may give an opportunity to Yo Mama to take an advantage here. Not going to find anybody mid. First couple bloods do come through for Yo Mama, but it's going to be Blur coming through. Finds Teabag from behind. Jingo! Bro. Jingo just got rimmed.
Whoa! And I thought I was being controversial.
His name is Rim! What do you want from me? Jesus coming through with the snipes. That's going to be a first-round comeback for the side of the Goofy Goobers there. As, again, they were largely competing in a 4 versus 5 there for a second. Blur didn't leave the spawn until well after the bomb was planted and picked up 4 kills, bro.
Hey. I guess that'll tell you, man. It doesn't take a full 5-man squad to take out Yo Mama. 4 deep. And we're rolling with it. That's what I'm talking about. Got the bomb plant down. Didn't waste any time. They pick up 1 here this first or second round. Energetic drops. Teabag gonna get refragged. Jingo doing a little rimming himself. Finds Rim, the man who gave him the business last round. Now he's gonna have to find 3 more. Bam! Wants the business. He's got it. Goofy looking to nail another round. 2-0 style here against Yo Mama, and very much so could do it here, but they gotta find Jingo. Jingo looking for the rotation up is going to be spotted by Jesus, a.k.a. Oh, no, that's Blur. I'm sorry, not Jesus. Jesus is rimmed.
Enemy has dropped the bomb.
Yep, you are absolutely right. Another round comes through for the side of the Goofy Goobers here.
Bomb acquired.
Now lead 2-0. 2 offense rounds in a row going to them, and Yo Mama is definitely struggling to handle what's going on. It is going to be Moralto picking up first blood onto Desi, but the Blur come through with 1 onto Jingo. Band finds Solo as well. The 2-for-1 trade in favor of the Goofy Goobers. And they have a bomb available as well. And Genic does get a refrag, takes down Band, the stage 5 MVP. Now we're left in a 3 versus 3. You can see Goofy Goobers taken back a little bit, having to play this round a little bit slower than they have been.
Enemy in sight.
But be Rim finding Meralto in the laundry room. Stuck in the washing machine.
That was a bit borderline, but I'll allow it. There we go. Teabag gonna be left all on his own and is gonna be rimmed right from behind, man. Just absolutely coming through with the shots. 3 perfect rounds here in a row for the Goofy Goobers. The pressure is high. Can Yo Mama bounce back? We're gonna have to see now. They're on the defense, man. We know how this is a hectic attacking map. Like if you're on the attack first off, it's so difficult to find your footing, but Goofy Goobers are absolutely doing it. And I gotta say, like, you got 2 MVP candidates, one MVP in Band, but Jesus was absolutely slaying out that entire last day. I didn't get the chance to see a lot of his action the first day, but second day, we could always count on Jesus to come through and save that ARP roster. And now we've got...
You hardly got to see him on the first day. Bro, they were nothing but on screen the first day.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't get to see his... They always show, like, Pingy and, who else did they show? They didn't show Jesus a lot. They showed... Okay, Energetic, go on with your bad self. Day wildin' right now. Who let you out of the house, Day?
Nice work.
Yo, Mama did.
Listen. Anna, you showed up late. You should have been here for the firing range.
You're going to have to rewatch the VOD. I might have to gift you a sub so you can go back and watch it.
Yeah, you definitely need to go back and rewatch the firing range between Goofy Goobers and Yo Mama if you think I'm wildin' right now. Yeah, Mizu's right. Mizu's right. It's been a wild stream, and I gotta say, I'm pretty happy about it. I just hope Meseeks invites me back to cast another event. So
I hope.
We'll see by the end of the night.
Yeah, we'll see. We got a 4v4 style. Meralto and Jingo finding some frags of themselves, and this bomb plant comes real early. 30 seconds to the clock now. The retake is gonna have to come through 4v3 style, but guess what? Blur's on the backside. He's looking for some action. Desi gonna find one in solo. Jingo gonna Teabag gonna find 2 apiece, and this bomb defuse could be a reality. Meralto peeks up staircase, but guess what? Bomb's been defused. Blur, where were you?
Get ready for the next round.
Right under your nose. Yo Mama comes back and finds 2 on the last 2 attacking or defending rounds. Now we're gonna flip the script and give Yo Mama a shot at it. Can they make the comeback a reality here? They're down by 1 round, so it's very doable.
Your Mama's down, but not out, and she is ready for the second half. Coming through, Meralto gonna pick up Envy
Blur.
before getting traded out, as Blur is gonna get the refrag.
Enemy in sight.
There we go. 4v4, 1-for-1 trades. Jingo, your bomb carrier, Jetic gonna be taking some hits. Jingo gonna get dropped. Desi decimates him. Desi not gonna peek his angles though. Top side sniper perch, not safe. Bomb is gonna get collected. 3v3 now. Solo gonna go ahead and get this bomb plant down. As soon as Energetic says it's clear, he is gonna get the memo. Now we're gonna see Blur up top. Blur looking for the smoke. Finds shots from Energetic. Energetic hits those. We got 40 seconds on the clock. 3v2. Retake's gonna have to come through real quick. Bang gets dropped, and now it's all up to your boy Rim.
Enemy contact.
Definitely a close round here as a 2 versus 1. Rim clutch up, or will Yo Mama bring things back to a 3 versus 3? And Genic's gonna find that kill, and now we're all tied up. 3-3. Can Yo Mama come through and push us into a game 3? Or is Goofy Goobers find 3 rounds and close things out 2-0? That is the real question here. So far, looking a little bit better on the offense for the side of Yo,
Yo mama, yeah. Yo mama looking
Yeah.
good on the attack, bro. She's on the prowl, ready to find a few more rounds, and they are shutting down the squad. But Rim putting some shots in. I was taking a look at the VCs to see who was in there, so we can kind of have an idea.
Target down.
And I could not tell you who. Well, that's the wrong team. That may be why. Why can I see Goofy Goobers VC? Are they not there? Oh my god. Jesus is an absolute demon. He's finally going to be taken down. Ban going to find one of Meralto. Teabag takes the shots to take
The last one. Complete the mission.
Jesus out. Now Orange wants some smoke. Knows his opponent is weak, but could not handle the shots.
Get ready for the next round.
We've got a comeback of a lifetime here. Yo mama looking to even things out. Could very well do it here in this Search and Destroy. We saw how great they played even on the backs of being down. In that Search and Destroy against 11, we know how overpowered that 11 roster was. They were down 4-1 and won 5 in a row.
I'm hot.
Can we count on your mama to come through with another dominant performance?
Oh god, what did Ghoul tag me on Twitter? Oh no.
The bomb has been
She.
I might be in trouble. I
Yeah.
might be in trouble. That is not looking good. Solo gonna find Envy.
It's all up to
Yo
you.
mama looking good right now. Looking like they're about to be on match point. Desi unable to find the 1v5 clutch. Finds Solo on the way out. But now match point 5 in a row, I believe, for the side of Yo mama. Or is that 4 in a row? Can't remember if it was 2-1 or 0-3.
The enemy has the bomb.
Either way, only need to find one. The offense has been looking great for them so far. They found at least 3 in a row here on the offense. Goofy Goobers trying to play this passive, looking to play for a pick, but pretty much Yo mama looking for the same thing right now. Hoping Meralto is able to grab someone out of Cabana, but obviously playing defensive and back. Desi not looking at that. Shot comes through. He does come over. Lucky for him, Meralto missed that shot, but Jingo doesn't pick up that kill there. Meralto pick up a hit marker onto Rim.
Oh.
Finds himself Rim. And now the 2-0 kill lead coming through for Yo mama. Looking like game 3 is going to happen.
This is getting epic right here, man. Some much heated shots coming through. Ban gonna find 1. Orange gonna find 2. And what was a 3v5 scenario is now a 2v3 in favor
Enemy
of the Goofy
contact.
Goobers. As a matter of fact, Teabag gonna find his 12th, makes it even himself. Looking for that bomb.
Enemy.
Is gonna find some shots, and wow, how did that bomb get stuck in the spawn site? And how is Band and Envy all over it?
Lost that round, but it's not.
Big
I
communication
don't
loss right there.
understand what happened there. How do you lose that round?
That was the
That's what I
round. I'm
said.
sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. As Verdict said, can't leave your bomb in weird positions, and I don't know. You got to capitalize on a 2-player pick off the bat.
Someone needs to learn how to carry her baggage, bro. Just did not do a great job of securing the bomb. And Desi and Rim gonna make you pay early. Orange, Blur, just nasty with it. Bang gonna find 1 teabag. Rim takes down Jingo. We're going to a round 11.
Ready up.
Goofy Goobers might be able to still secure that 2-0. Yo, mama. We're looking hot a few rounds ago. What happened?
They have the bomb.
Back on the defense, which is where we looked a bit stronger on the side of Goofy Goobers.
Grenade.
Whoever wins this one decides the fate of our next matchup. First blood coming through for either team yet. You can see Meralto is here in the kitchen looking for one. Desi, peek your head around this corner. You might lose it like Envy did. Blood going to be in favor of Meralto there. Hops out into the
Ooh.
corner, but Desi able to get the refrag. Band finds Solo as well. It was looking so good for Yo mama for a bit there. How could you drop the ball this hard? Jingo barely survives there,
Nope.
ends up getting taken down, and now it's going to be Ingenic left alone in a 1v4. He finds 1.
The bomb has been planted.
I was cheering for the game 3. I wasn't quite done with the puns, but Looks like they might be over Yo Mama after 4 intense rounds. Might be down for the count.
That count is 26 seconds. Jetta gonna have to put on. They're gonna be down 2-0, and I mean, of course, you got a game 3 to look forward to, but going down 3-0, not the move. Your mama came back 4 rounds in a row. Intense rounds, Day said.
I keep forgetting we're in the semifinals.
Yeah, we're in the semifinals, and I'm actually trying to see if that's actually banned, or let me tell you who the registered roster is, just to give you guys an idea. Okay. Oh, so to give you an idea as well, Pingy registered with that efficient team that was taken out in the second round. That's unfortunate. Glad to see him back in the mix, though. Where is the Goofy Goobers registration at? I'll find it in a minute and let you know, but nonetheless, your mama choked. Round 11. Just an absolute beatdown. Goofy Goobers. Get too goofy. 14 kills on board for Ban. Spicy, bro. Orange, 14 kills. That's Blur. Rim. Man, dude. Like I said, there are 2 MVP caliber players on this roster from Stage 5. That's Ban, who won the MVP, and Rim, who literally threw his name in the hat as well. And you can also put Drari in that mix, too. If you were to pick one from each of those top 3 teams on the last day, I would have to say those are the 3 that come to mind. Obviously, Tri put up, Marshy still in the mix. Envy he had some phenomenal games. So he could even been tossed in that category. So just ridiculous the amount of talent this Goofy squad has. And now we're looking at a game 3 where Yo Mama might be down and out.
According to Jingo, Zim says we're practicing our reverse sweeps. Interesting. What was
Sim?
the hardpoint score? Not pretty.
Yeah. That search got
Like
doable,
150 to, what, 70?
something like that. Wasn't even 70, I don't think.
It was only after Yo Mama had a really good hold on wood.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What did I just mess? Am I in trouble?
No, we haven't been canceled yet. We're just going to keep rolling with it. Okay, so I don't see the Goofy Goobers registration. Oh, also that Exiled roster had some pretty sweet names on it too. Bear, Apathy, Waze, Heist. Damn, that was a sweaty squad right there too. Where are these?
Who are you asking about? B wants to know.
Desi.
Desi is Desi.
Is that really Desi?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice to know.
Yep. Yep, Desi is Desi. That is the real Desi.
All right, there we go. Game 2. Goofy over Yo Mama. Had him pinned down real early, 3-2. Some solid rounds, though, coming on the comeback. But you look at that round 10, or was it round 9? It was round 9, where... No, it was round 10, where it was 5-4, and you dropped the bomb literally on the bottom of the staircase at Zigzag. I don't know how that happens. What in the hell? This is not the rotation they gave us. Are we really playing... Oh, I was looking at Gilmanias.
You're looking at Gills, bro. What are you doing?
I quit.
Yo Mama's getting in your head, bro.
Enemy taking
Yeah.
Alpha. Enemy taking C.
All
Right
messed
now.
up.
Right now, Goofy Goober's getting in Yo Mama's head.
Enemy taking Bravo.
And in your kitchen.
Alpha.
And in this Hackney Yard domination. The good thing is, second half might be a little more forgiving for this
Enemy has
Yo Mama squad.
We lost the lead.
Off into our possible final game of the semifinals here. We'll have to see. The AB do come through early for the side of the Goofy Goobers, but obviously we know this is a dominant map, and it is going to be Yo Mama who has the A side in the second half. The Solo is coming on in. Desi was looking for the kill, but the R9 coming out once again for Solo. The Doof gonna take down Envy.
Contact with
Taking the lead.
Yeah, Solo making these goofy goobers
contact with enemy.
look a little silly with that doof action. I love it. We'll see how it pans out, though. The A and B cap's going to come through, of course, early here for the Goofies. And sure enough, they're going to be able to continue with this map control. As we all know it, this map is a bit lopsided. I don't know how this one, you know, seeked through the cracks. So, nonetheless, action's still going to come through. First half, pretty dominant performance here from Goofy Goobers. Teabag going to win one gunfight, taken out immediately. And the lead is just going to continue to get out of hand here. Yo Mama needs to come through. They don't need to necessarily cap this B site for long. They just need to put a little bit of pressure there to relieve that bit of a deficit that they're digging themselves a hole in. So, Goofy Goobers doing a great job.
Beer, you came in late, bro. You missed all of the puns. All of them.
We're punned out, bro.
There might be one more before this series is over, but...
It's going to need to come on the backs of Game 4 because this HDR domination got me, like, down bad.
Yeah, I mean, definitely going to be on the backs of the second half of this game because right now it's Yo Mama on their back right now. Up against the wall. Looks like we might be getting an A flip coming through. They're looking for it. Gonna be Band taking it down. Jingo, but the CA now coming through for the side of Yo Mama. Might be able to cut down some of the lead that the side of the Goofy Goobers had. Ooh, Teabag from up top. Gonna come through, picks up the kill onto Desi. The lead is dwindling. Somehow they're maintaining the C and the A caps right now. And there goes C. Band is now on A. Desi rotated on over as well. Spawn still in favor of Yo Mama, but Band gonna pick up Ingenic. A flip does come back through, but we do have Solo here ready to go. Doesn't matter, the triple cap maintains long enough. A 29-point lead for the side of the Goofy Goobers, but in the second half, we're not limited to a 75-point score cap, and Yo Mama are going to start out with the A side.
Capture the objectives.
Yeah, they're going to need to be just absolutely on point moving forward. I mean, the first half, you could have probably held that to like a 20... Whoa! What did Orange just do? He died off the rip. Looked like he may have tried to suicide for spawns.
Target down.
I don't know. We'll have to go back and rewatch that, but at any rate, it just seemed kind of weird because the C side didn't come through. Oh my god. The Predator missile from Solo or Band almost catches all 5 of this
Enemy has
Yo Mama squad, and
We lost the lead.
B site not gonna get capped early. The longer they hold off on the B site, gonna be less and less chance.
Taking Bravo.
Oh, what the hell was Jingo doing?
Well,
I am
hard
confusion.
to say. The B cap finally looking like it's coming through for Yo Mama. Maybe they can make the comeback of a lifetime. As Zim said, they're practicing the reverse sweeps. This would be the first step in that process.
Bravo.
Desi is on B. Was looking for Solo, but Ingenic gonna pick up the 2-piece. Jingo finds Orange as well. The 29-point lead has dwindled down to, we're sitting at about 20 points now. Still need a good BA hold for the side of Yo Mama. We do have a Band marching in with a Goliath, looking for some kills. Picks up 1 onto Solo. Gonna find kill number 2 onto Jingo as well. And fortunately for Yo Mama, they don't really have a whole lot to deal with the Goliath. But just as I say that, Ingenic actually roasts it. Head glitch with the death machine. Gonna pick that one up.
Contact with enemy.
Now we're sitting just about 10 points between these two teams. Can Zim's prediction be correct? Are they coming through for the reverse sweep? Or was it all smoke and mirrors?
Yeah, I don't know. Yo Mama looking pretty good right now, but my app looks like it wants to close. So, guys, just a heads up. I'm not wanting to only spectate Jingo, but in order for me not to, you know, close the app out ASAP,
Friendly Predator missile.
I gotta...
That happened to me the other day too. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, very unfortunate, but I'll restart it after this game. The client doesn't want to watch Yo Mama get railed any more than we do, so... Or do we? At any rate, B-Cap's going to come through, and that is going to be...
do we?
Or do we? I don't know.
Misfight.
I mean, we've seen
B-Cap
so much
comes
of your
through.
mom getting railed tonight, bro.
Target
How could you say that? They're in the semifinals.
Yeah, but they've taken 2 straight beatings in a row.
Okay, yeah, this series has been not good for them for sure, but got about a 6-point game right now. B-Cap remains in favor of the Goofy Goobers. Yo mama, the comeback has to start here, and you are running out of time. Only got 2 minutes left on the clock, and if you learned anything from Stage 5, watching the NYSL game at the end there, the couple like seconds of a NYSL game we actually got to see.
Contact with enemy.
Got to be a little bit worried about that clock running out in a close game like this. The B-Cap does come back through. It is not triple cap territory, but now B progress. Once again, going back over to the Goofy Goobers. Envy is dangerously low, but Desi is here. Jingo finds
Jingo!
3!
He finds 3, but man, I'm going to be honest with you, he hasn't played any objective up until now. Oh my god, and now is the perfect time, though.
We are right on the cusp of triple cap at this point. If we look, we've got 15 to go for the side of the Goofy Goobers and only 26 to go for the side of Yo Mama. Obviously, that's starting to dwindle away, and Genic gonna pick up one onto
Enemy
Band.
contact.
This is do or die for Yo Mama. Can they push us to a game 4? Or will their efforts go in vain? We do have Orange on the point, gets taken down by Solo. Solo now looking for Band, but Jingo up top from behind gets dropped by Rim. Only a couple points to go. We've got about a third of B progress. Is comeback season real? Is the reverse sweep gonna happen? Right now, it is looking doable. Band on his way into the point, but can he lock it down? He's got Jingo to his left. He's got Envy up top to his right. Or no, Solo. I think that is it. Yo Mama come through and pick up the domination win, proving once again that Yo Mama is a dom.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry, bro. I drank a little bit of water and went down the wrong, went through my trachea. Not sure what happened. I almost died over here, guys. But guess what? We're gonna see some more semifinals action now. It was gonna be a game 3 scenario where Yo Mama was gonna get sent to the gulag. Not tonight. They are gonna win that game 3 once again, proven Days Point. Yo Mama is a dom. Game winner 3. 2-1 lead now is I am not gonna be able to take a look at the stats. I'm gonna let you run it.
Yeah, definitely a great game, and even with their back against the wall, Yo Mama comes through and is ready for more action, ready for that round 4 in this semifinals. We had Zim come in, who is the coach of Yo Mama, saying that they're practicing the reverse sweep, so I have to see if that's true. I think largely we actually had a bit more fragging power on the side of the Goofy Goobers. We did have one player jump out for Yo Mama, skipped that kill cam. But we had 28 for Band, 21 for Envy, 20 for Orange, and 17 apiece for Desi and for Rim. Jingo dipped out, but I'm going to be honest with you, man. I think he had 12 kills on the board at the end of that game. It definitely was a rough one, but, I mean, came through with a triple kill that, honestly, if you had to look at one specific play that won Yo Mama the game, it was getting the triple kill as that B got capped and immediately got the retake. And as you guys can see by the scoreboard, they barely won it at that point. 150 to 147. Top frag was Teabag with 26. Solo came through with 23. I think we had 19 for Ingenic, 17 for Meralto, and 12 for Jingo in that game. So even with a little bit more slaying power, Yo Mama just played the clock a little bit better and is ready for round 4. Maybe not ready for round 4, but we're here.
Is she ready for... Are we here? Oh, yeah, we're jumping in it. There we go. I think I jumped in right at the perfect timing. Game restarted. Looks pretty decent. 2-1 lead in favor of the Goofy Goobers. Trying to put the heat here on 4th and 10th round for Yo Mama. Can they handle it? Gotta keep it semi-professional, right? Gil coming through with 100 Raiders just in time to see if Yo Mama can prevail. Take us to that game 5 scenario. Zim said they were coming through loading timeout. the freak? Are you in the game?
I'm not in the game. The game
Oh, okay.
left. Yeah, they left.
Oh,
We're in the lobby.
okay, cool. Because I was trying to reconnect. You're telling me that Sim is about to put a smackdown on this Goofy squad, or you're discounting Yo Mama initially right there. So that's where your first problem is. Zim already said they're coming through and they're practicing the reverse sweep.
Well,
no, my
if
stream
they're
thing, yeah.
practicing it means they're not a master yet, right?
Yeah.
So,
I tell you what, they're master of their craft in that Dom. Even on the backs of, just being completely out-fragged in that game one. As a matter of fact, it got so weird towards the middle of that first half. It's the time of truth. Can Yo Mama handle it? Alright, so we are confirmed not in game number 4, right?
we are not number 4. That is correct.
Okay. Miss Merckx made it to Leggy without us? No! Well, congratulations, Miss Merckx. Disregard our animal-like behavior with the Yo Mama puns. We've had our fun tonight, and apparently so has everyone in chat. I think they're ready for that round 4 for Yo Mama.
Gil, you are correct. Yo Mama is ready for round 4.
Hardpoint standoff. It's gonna be a spicy one. Yo Mama has lots of stamina. We going.
Oh
Oh shit.
Gil,
Zim.
I know
Somebody
you're
ban
busy.
Zim. Get him out of here.
You have to, Gil, go back and rewatch today's broadcast. I think I literally broke Verdict at one point. It was pretty funny.
Pee-wee, that was just distasteful, bro. Get out of here. That was terrible. Yeah, if you missed out on some of the... I'm not even going to say I didn't even have a part of it. That was all Day. Day was killing it. I was just going along with it, and I couldn't keep composure to save my life. Go back and rewatch the VOD. Rewatch this series in particular. And last series. Hell, I mean, it's been a banger all night.
Yeah, Yo Mama has been in a banger for a while.
I just keep alley-ooping you, bro. Why do I do this?
Oh, man.
Oh.
Well, Mizu, I don't think I have the answer to that question, but we do know from Search and Destroy history, Yo Mama is good for 11.
Hey, yo. Say what?
We went to round 11 in Search and Destroy.
We're good. We're back in the game.
Guys, if I'm not casting next week, it's because I was not allowed back. That's
We're
the
gonna
reality
be
here.
gonna be banned on Trovo.
I'm not worried about being banned from Trovo. I'm not worried about being banned from Meseeks at this point.
Oh no, you can't be banned from Meseeks. Yeah, Verdict lost. Day wins. Day always wins these.
We tied for the lead.
All right, we'll see if Yo Mama can come back from a pretty brutal pounding, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. That first 2 games were rough. I mean, even for some of the best of the best, and Your Mama's handled it pretty well so far. The game 3 domination just absolutely on point. This game 4 hardpoint standoff gonna get a bit out of hand here now. As this is a little bit of a toss-up here in P1. Break comes through. Yo Mama's right on point, but is gonna be taken down. Nobody on point for them, and now we're gonna see a little bit of back and forth still. This P1 is a toss-up, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It can literally go either way, and right now, Yo Mama's taking the punches left and right, and delivering some too, so... Back and forth fair. We all know that P2 is what they're battling for, though, so we'll see how it pans out.
In the action. Goddamn, dude.
Hostiles have captured the hard point.
Whew. Alright. We're here. We're here. We're in hardpoint. got a good P1 for the side of Yo Mama. Zim said they were here practicing their reverse sweep. It's looking doable right now, but Desi in the back of gas station there giving Yo Mama some action.
And P2 warehouse. Oh man, we're never getting world invites now, bro. They're gonna see this footage and they're like, whoa, these guys cannot be trusted. Solo gonna push in solo, and sure enough, Yo Mama gonna be shut out of P2. We'll see if they can battle back there in P3. They don't have big deficit to overcome. One player looking for the little bit of a time restraint, not gonna be able to do it. That's Jingo. Jingo's selling right now, 4 and 8, making Yo Mama look bad, but Jingo, you're the homie, bro. I love you. Let's see if you can redeem yourself here in P3. Big Blue gonna be the transition top. Side gonna be covered. It does look like T-Bag's gonna be on the point initially, but he's gonna be taken down. Ban utilizes some of those score streak. Ban's 14 kills deep. If my guy isn't putting more and more pressure on Yo Mama, I don't know who is. Oh, he walked right into that. That's tough.
Definitely been a good comeback so far for the side of the Goofy Goobers. They're set up really good for P2, but weren't quite ready for this P3, where Yo Mama looks like they're racking up a lot of time. Jingo takes himself down, but it's going to be Blur coming through with a 2-piece. He's been nuts with the Grav Vortex recently. Sure enough, still looking solid. Does look like the second half of this point retake might come through for the side of the Goofy Goobers, but
the other team.
We all know it's about this P4 this time. It's the money hill for this map. It's the hardest to break, the easiest to hold, and we could definitely have either team come through with a big hold there. With the trickle time coming through for Yo Mama right now, might be able to close the gap a little bit. Only about 14 points between these two teams right now. And as we look at the map, we have a Goliath coming in for the side of the Goofy Goobers.
Oh,
my
Solo!
goodness, Solo's here!
Oh, so close.
Orange.
Oh, but he's got two players there in the back. They do. Yo Mama about to yoink the Goliath. They do. They get it. They're going to get this break on P4. They got to make this safe transition. There's one player to deal with. That's Ban. He's been a terror. He's going to get shut down. Meralto, oh my god, Energetic going to be taken out. The Goliath. Not going to be able to live the seed at 8 in that P4 break. And my goodness. A little bit of griefing. Goofy Goobers just absolutely giving your mama the business. I can't even keep it. You know what? I'm done tonight, guys. This is... If they go out in this game, I won't be upset.
Dude, we've had such a good night, and not even just because of the humor, right? We've actually had some
great games.
We've had some great games. Definitely a huge shout out to Coach Zim for the team name. Made it pretty fun, but it's not over yet. We still have about 25 points to go for the side of the Goofy Goobers. It'd be a long, hard-fought comeback, but we've seen Yo Mama come through clutch before. Can they do it one more time? Meralto finding a little bit of a spree there, finds 3. They've got their foot on this P1. This comeback could happen. This comeback could be real. Oh my goodness, Meralto finds another and another. I think he's on a 5 right now. Yeah, he's on a 5, making a 6 as he finds another onto Band. Taking some shots right now. And that's going to be one shot making it out of the Grav Vortex for Blur, but Meralto going to find kill number 7 in the feed there. They need to do something about this point, though. You can set up for P2 all you want, but if your enemy wins it on P1, oh no! Meralto pulls out his Dragonfire and Band kills him with his. Oh no!
The irony. Only about 8 seconds needed on the point here for the Goofy Goobers, and they are looking to close it out in a 3-1 fashion, and can never discount Yo Mama, though, because we've seen her. Just came through with some pretty decent comebacks. It was first of all, it was a 1-0 against Envy, or Envy 11. Good night. Now can they make it happen here? The reverse sweep is a necessity at this point, and a full-on 60 is going to be needed here in this P2 transition warehouse. We saw how devastating Goofy Goobers were here. Can they turn the tides and make it happen here. Looks like the spawns are absolutely on point. Yo mama. Making that comeback a reality. Holding down the back of warehouse as well as gas station. Can no man trespass on Meralto's property, getting the wall bangs to go along with it. He's got 59 seconds on the hill. He's got 18 kills. Just some absolute packing right now from Meralto.
There's time on the hill. They could win here. There's just enough time. The contest comes through. That's going to stop it. And now Meralto left alone at the point here. Can he get the break in? 3 seconds to go. Gets dropped by Rim.
No!
And that's it. Yo mama. Only good for 4 rounds at a time.
Oh, reverse sweeping coming. Incorrect. That was a great time, bro. I am so done now, bro. I was so looking forward to Yo Mama going for that 5th round and maybe making that reverse sweep a reality, but, you know, these goofy goobers played a hell of a goofy game, man, and they come out on top. Yo Mama is out. Semifinals.
Goofy Goobers on top of Yo Mama. Verdict can confirm they come through with the 3-1 victory. They're going to be moving on to the finals, and with the Gil raid coming through not too long ago, it sounds like we probably know who our other finals competitor is going to be. Is Gil in VC with us yet? Look and see. No, not quite yet.
Gil, where were you, bro? Yeah, I don't know. You missed all the memes, Gil. You missed out on everything. No mommies. Yo Mama cannot last past that 4th round, and we'll not see a game 5 tonight. We're going to go ahead and make sure she tucks you in. Gets in bed promptly, because she is not going to be going on to the grand finals. That is going to be seminal. That is going to be the Goofy Goobers. We've got the stage set. We're going to have the best of 5 to come here shortly. Got to say, Zim, you did it again. We appreciate you, my guy. That was, if not one of the best performances we've had in a long time. It was a desperately needed one. So shout out to Zim. He is memes master, I guess. He wins it all.
Listen, I at least once had to literally wipe a tear from my eye because I was laughing so
I muted
hard.
my mic for that.
I muted my mic like 4 or 5 times, bro. It was so funny. Who's Tribe Rim? That is Jesus Saves You. Or Jesus Can Save You, whichever name you recognize him under. Mama's run came to an end a little too early. Yo, Image, I was praying on your downfall for that round. Definitely praying on this game 5 to happen. I wasn't quite done with the puns, but maybe next week.
Can we have like a celebratory game 5 though? Does it have anything to do with the series? No? Okay, never mind. All right, we're gonna get geared up for the grand finals. We've got Seminole. We've got those Goofy Goobers right around the corner, and puns may have came to an end early tonight, but we had a blast. I hope you guys did too, so don't go anywhere. We're going to have the grand finals action right around the corner. We might have Gilmade in the mix as well. So, guys, we're going to take a short admission, get the lobby set up. We'll be right back. Alrighty, guys, we are back for the grand finals. The stage has been set. Yo Mama exited stage left. She is no longer with us tonight. 4 rounds is all she could last there in that semifinals. And sure enough, here we are. We got Goofy Goobers. We've got Seminole. We've got a battle of titans on our hands. And now this is where things get serious, guys, because this is where magic happens, guys. This is the grand finals for week 56 of the Meseeks Sunday Showdown. We've got Gilmady in the building. We've got Denominate, who's currently on a game of Plunder. But we still got him nonetheless. And Gil, how good does this Seminole roster look?
So far, looking pretty nice. I'm gonna be honest. They played pretty great against Gravity, if I'm not mistaken. It was a dominant performance throughout the whole 3 games. It was hands down the best team today, and understandably so that they got to the final so far. And well, their next challenge is going to be Goofy Goobers.
There we go. Game number 1 going to be Fire Range, Hardpoint. Raid, Search and Destroy for game 2. Standoff, Domination. Summit, Hardpoint. Hack the Yard, Search and Destroy. This is, without a shadow of doubt, one of the best of 5s I've ever seen. I'm going to be honest with you. So, game number 1 going to ensue. And Gil, I think it's you and I who are on deck. And I'm going to see how well these 2 teams square off against each other. These are 2 teams who are compiled of Seminole and also Tribe, and then on the flip side of things, you've got some of the other Stage 5 performers who are just absolutely OP. You got Jesus, you've got Blur, who wasn't a Stage 5 contender, but is cracked out of his mind regardless. Now P1 going to be out in the open, and right now 10 points going to go in favor of the Goofy Goopers, but not long for Seminole to get back on point, as they do find themselves with a few points. Vade going to find a few for himself. Is going to get some help from Bolu, but both of them are going to be shut down. Marshy going to come through on the refrag, but is going to be instantly taken down himself. So P1 just about as bloody and back and forth as I'd expect. P2 is where all of that, that money time is going to come in. That money hill absolutely on point. You get Armory, you pretty much set yourself up for success moving forward in this game number 1.
And so far, I've seen that actually most of the fights, most of the one-on-one interactions have been won by the side of Seminole. Specifically, I want to go with Envy so far. He's got 6 kills for himself. Going through that tunnel, ends up dying to the hands of Marshy. The push is not going to work out as expected for the... Did I say Seminole? No. That's Goofy Goobers, right? Yeah, Goofy Goobers on... The names, I'll be honest, they have been all over the place today, right? Not only with teams, players, it's just a fun fest left and right, isn't it?
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. We're going to get listen-ins here shortly as well. I know we've been neglecting that for the majority of the night, but we're not going to miss out on that opportunity. Game number 1 so far, 40-20, and it's going to be in favor of the guys over at Goofy Goobers, but that is going to be shortly lived, as I do see multiple players on the hill for Seminole. They're going to be able to regain a little bit of that deficit and maybe set themselves up for a little bit of a lead going into this P3 rotation trailer. So I could be where this lead gets, taken back. Oh, well, never mind. P2 can't even be safe for Seminole there.
So far, the lead continues to be slightly in favor of Goofy Goobers, but Seminole are getting closer and closer. I'm trying to check if anyone could potentially get some utilities, some streaks for this side of Seminole, but so far they're struggling. The only one I see with the operator is going to be Marshy. Marshy with that Tempest that, as we all know, is highly effective against something like a Goliath, but so far it doesn't seem like he's going to be using it, and ends up dying to that Vortex from Band. That is going to be even more points given to the side of the Goofy Goobers that continue to stack up players inside of trailer and the outside of it as well. There was someone on the top of the second floor of Metal, and even if they are losing players, it seems like they continue to have control. The break is finally coming through in favor of Seminole. 30 seconds remaining, but the retake immediately happening thanks to the Vortex from Bolu. They get that clear path for themselves, but it's still being pretty dominant. The side of Goofy Boulders getting closer and closer to that 100 mark, while, well, Seminole are struggling to get to 50.
Yeah, they haven't gotten any traction. That P3 is going to be a shutdown for them. And, Goofy Goobers just putting up some big numbers off the rip. They get the P2 site. They even get the retake later on. They get P3, and You know, it's a no hold bar here for the guys over at Goofy Goobers. Tribe on the, or not Tribe, but Seminole on the other hand, just not really performing up to standard. As a matter of fact, we were talking about how OP this roster was, and I expected them to have a massive advantage coming into this P4 site. It is just not it. So I think this is a perfect opportunity. We have access to the Seminole roster. I think, you know, in the competitive sanctity, let's hear those comms for a quick second so that we can see how this comeback comes to life.
Nice jungle.
Jungle to jungle.
Push the jungle.
Jungle.
Jungle dead. One man.
Hold it.
It's a wood.
I'm close to turn. I'm close to
Down
turn.
mid, they're 10. They're rotated 10. Rotated 10.
I'm close to turn.
Man.
They're all rotated 10.
Push up
trailer. Push up trailer.
Very nice.
I got turn out. I'm gonna pop it back.
They pick a drone. Yeah, we lit.
You're going to tunnels.
One man.
Is it camo?
What? They'll come.
Drone. Yeah,
I will. No, it's because that's...
American. One in barrels. He's going middle. Nice.
Two American.
Hold it.
Drone.
You can get points off that. They're holding American.
American?
Barrels?
Top
Top
10.
10. One top 10.
One jungle.
American tag,
Fucking
yeah.
Two to
I
barrels,
tag
bro.
fire. I tag them firing. Oh wait, my game's glitched.
Oh mid.
My game is glitched. What the fuck?
I'm pushing trailer.
Go on, hill.
Nice.
Missile inbound.
Mid dead. No, mid. Flank
Nice.
One more middle.
I'm going American.
Oh my god, I got concussed, bro.
American dead.
I'm getting concussed. He's in point, bro.
One more.
My game's glitched.
American.
Dude, restart. You
No,
good?
that's good. Bro, yeah, my predator missile kept fucking...
That's one down.
One man.
Oh my god, I got concussed, bro.
I'm playing lead.
Step back.
We gotta go new.
All right, you heard the comms. Everything was great up until Vay's game started crashing. I don't know what's going on with it. Obviously, I swapped over to his POV, and it looked like he still had his Predator missile, you know, right in his face. I don't know what that was, but nonetheless, a 50-point deficit. Can they overcome it? They don't have spawns for P2, but it's still a little early. They got 20 seconds to play with. Can they make this break? It's going to be one for a lifetime.
Yeah, the side of Seminole definitely got close, but not close enough as Goofy Goobers only need less than 5 seconds for the time being. They're using all of their utilities, operators left and right, grenades, everything that you may think of is being used, but the breakthrough happens in the very last second. Not going to be enough as Desi finds the kill onto Marshy. The push was pretty nicely executed by Marshy, but when you have so many opponents in front of you, you only have so many bullets you can use. Marshy gets taken down and the victory is given to the Goofy Goobers. This is not at all what I was expecting coming out of Seminole. You mentioned it yourself. We were expecting a really dominant performance, even more a neck-to-neck battle between one another. But so far what we've seen, Goofy Goobers went over Seminole pretty heavily.
Oh, you're absolutely right. That was just a massive deficit that just was never able to overcome. Seminole tried to make a comeback on that P4. They had a stout hold on wood. And then you get to that P1 reset, and you heard it. The callouts were they're holding Armory. They're holding top 10. It's practically impossible to get set up when your opponent's easily getting points off that P1 rotation as well as maintaining spawns for P2. That game comes to a short inning on that P2 reset, and sure enough, 150-81. Just a massive win there for the Goofy Goobers. But we got a best of 5 still ahead of us. And nonetheless, a little bit of action here early on. The Search and Destroy is going to follow up. Taking a look at the scorecard here. 46 seconds on the hill for Marshy, 21-16. I think those were some of the most serious callouts I've ever heard from Marshy. Usually when I'm in VC with him, it's more along the lines of, oh no, Shorty Warrior. Or so, it is very, very passive and very, very trolly, like funny. Not bad way, like in a funny way. On the flip side of things, we didn't have Goofy Goober access, VC access, but I would have loved to jump in to hear those comps because dudes were frying. Desi 20-12, 17-12 for Blur. Jesus 19-11 with 55. This team looks pretty solid. And when you're looking at the Stage 5 MVP right there in a 4th place category, obviously each player plays each map differently. You know, that'll just tell you how much slaying power this roster brings to the table. Day, are you back with us, or are you still playing Plunder, my guy?
He just pinned a message in chat. I'm guessing that he was just typing that. Hello.
Oh, there we go. Okay, he's back with us. Yay.
I didn't go nowhere. I was here the whole time.
Well, I mean, we were talking about how funny you looked earlier. You didn't say anything. You also didn't catch my message in chat where I was like, "Oh, Dave." Yeah, okay.
I saw
Okay.
it after 4 rounds with Yo Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to recall how many rounds in a row it actually was because
It was 7.
a couple of games in a row.
7 in a row.
I couldn't remember, so I just let it go. I was like, that was too long ago. It's not funny anymore.
No.
My response won't be funny.
There we go. Well,
Yeah.
what's
I
responsible
dropped
is
the ball there.
hey, that was hey, look. Mistakes were made. You know what? You don't need to apologize. We had a great night with puns all around. All jokes aside, I had a great time. I know Chad did too. Can't ruin that time, by talking about the downfalls of you not mentioning 7 rounds in a row with your mama. And fortunately enough, we've got still plenty of action left where, a little bit more of a serious note. This matchup looks pretty damn fire. I can't even exhaust how well that game 1 looked for the guys over at Goofy Goobers, especially going against a Sweat Squad. I mean, you 5 squad against them in ranked. What are you doing? It's Seminole. Jesus Christ.
Not a lot, eh?
Not at all. All right, does look like we're going to have a little bit of a no ping, no party situation.
No ping, no freaking party, bro.
No connection, no worries. We're going to bounce out of the lobby.
Names may be different, but the feeling is still there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. For the next 3 months, if anybody complains about ping in any lobby, I'm gonna tell them to get bent.
Get bent.
Yep.
All right. Search and Destroy on raid. 1-0 lead for the Goofy Goobers. Looking to take their lead here and maybe even make it a 2-0. Based off of that hardpoint firing range, obviously it's a little lopsided. You get that P2 side, it kind of bunkers you down for a P3 to P4 rotation. But, I mean, they played it practically. They look like ARP out there, right? Too soon? No? All right, we'll let that one slide. They played...
ARP exceeded expectations.
ARP, let me tell you something about that ARP team. They played firing range hardpoint like it was their life. Every best of 5 that started off, it was always a firing range hardpoint, and they were like 6-2. They lost 2 in a row to Tribe. That was the only 2 times they lost on that map, so ridiculous. How did no one ban firing range? How do you allow your opponents to take a free one on that first? At any rate, we're going to get fired up for that game, too. We had a little bit of a situation. Day, Gil, you guys good to cast second game?
Yeah.
All right, there we go. We'll let you guys take the roles. We're going to jump right into it. Envy going to be the last one to ready up. Perfect timing. There we go. Game number 2. Day, Gil, I hand it off to you guys.
All right, we're getting into the action. We had all of our players actually load in this time, Gil. So that's a good sign, to say the least. And it's going to be search and destroy. Both of these teams are actually stacked with players that are exceptional at search and destroy. For a while there, I would say, and I stand by, that Tribe was not a great search and destroy team, but they clearly put the work in and have stepped their game up, and well, they make up half of the lobby right now. So throwing the likes of a Blurred, Jesus Saves, the Slothy, Vague, like this is a team right now. Actually,
Yeah.
Looking at the lobby, I think all of these players except for Jesus and Blur are Tribe or X-Tribe.
I would say so, yeah, absolutely. It's a Tribe Grand Finals for sure. On the side of Goofy Goobers, well, we're still gonna get Jesus, Blur, and Envy alive. The bomb still being carried. The defense is actually quite effective for the side of Seminole. They have done a tremendous job so far in here at making sure that no one can go through. The push is going to the side of Big. So let's see what Big can be up to with the Type 25. Going to be holding the middle ground of this map, making sure that no one goes through. I don't know if he heard any of the footsteps, but there's plenty of people behind him that he's just not aware of that. So far, the push continues to go towards B. And well, it seems like the bomb is, in fact, going to be planted.
Yep, looks like that should be the case as we have Envy with the bomb in hand pushing up. Bolu, he's in top of Laundry. He does have a sniper, so he's going to be going up against the likes of Jesus Saves and as well, usually Blur, who does have a Type 25. I'm actually not entirely sure if he opted to start with that or if it's one that's picked up. But I'll check at the beginning of the next round. It's now a 3 versus 3. Marshy with the game sense of the year comes through, slides the corner, picks one out of Laundry. It's now going to be just the one remaining player in Jesus, and he gets taken down. That's going to be round 1, going over to the side of Seminole.
Nice work. Get ready for
Yeah, great stop down then for the side of Seminole. But like you mentioned, the fact that, well, Tribe usually struggled on S&D when you got so many players from said roster just fighting one another. There's not a clear answer as to who may get the clear advantage at for starters. I do see that Slothy is playing quite aggressively with the Type 25 already being on Red Room, finds a kill, but then ends up getting killed himself. Band picks up a double. The 2-for-2 trades may happen in just a few seconds, and the push continues to be from Jazz, sorry, who got annihilated by Band. That is going to be the 3-piece for Band, by the way. 3 kills being given for himself. Only left alone with Bolu and Marshy. Both of them are going to be close to between the kitchen and money room, trying to hold their own angles, but yet again, feels like the Goofy Goovers want to plant the bomb over at B. They're going to be doing so right now. And we're going to be there while we see the aggressive defense coming on from both Blur and Band. They are both playing with this Type 25. And like you mentioned, I find it quite odd that Blur decided not to be playing with that sniper. That's something that we've known him for a while now. But it seems like he feels more comfortable using this assault rifle. Now, all the way across the map, Marshy is currently quite close to Envy. I don't think he spotted them at all. Now they're going back and forth between where they wanted to push. Marshy ended up taking that kill. Also has that DLQ available. 2 versus 2. Only 10 seconds on the clock. And the biggest issue is the timing. Gets one kill. The defusal trying to come through, but Band just playing it to perfection. Takes that kill on the player that was trying to defuse, and then just waits for the other one to eventually either try to defuse or go for the kill. Cannot do both. Band does his job, and well, the side of Goofy Goovers evening these numbers out, 1 for each.
We got the bomb.
Yep, and getting on into our round 3, we're all tied up. We've got a very aggressive push for the side of the Goofy Goobers, and they actually employed this strategy in their last matchup as well, where Blur hung back quite a bit and was actually able to pick up 4 kills that round. He only picks up 1 here so far, but the rest of the team is able to pick up some action of their own. The bomb plant comes through, and we've got 35 seconds on the board for Bolu to find a 1v5 clutch, and Band not going to let that happen.
Ready up.
Perfect round for the side of the Goofy Goovers, not dropping a single player. Getting the point for themselves. That's going to be 2 now in a row in their favor. Pretty well executed. Now it seems like they have decided to go for an aggressive push towards the pool side over at A, while at the same time Blur decided to stay over at the garage area, potentially preventing anyone from going around. It's not even going to work out as the remaining of the enemies already realized what was going on. 2-for-2 trades are going to happen as MB picks up the double. Jesus dies to the hands of Slothy. The player advantage is going to be in favor of Seminole. Envy thinking about planting the bomb, but the pressure may be just too much. They're going to be throwing the smoke. The push may come through, but Envy doesn't care. Goes for the bomb plant. Eventually gets taken down by Slothy. And I gotta question that play from Envy, you know? When you know that there's so many opponents up close and you just go for that plan over there, I just don't think that was a move.
Yeah, it looks like Slothy knows pretty much right where Blur's at. Blur's going to pick up the 1 there. It's now a 1 versus 2. Volu and Bake have bomb down. They'll be able to just camp out here. They don't need to worry about making a B-side rotation. They pretty much just need to watch stairs / bedroom and then the backside stairs, and they'll be pretty much good to go at that point. You see Blur making a long rotation over. like he's probably going to come out through Money or the staircase there, and Money is like the one difficult spot for them to watch at this point because it's kind of between the two areas, but obviously Vague in a pretty good spot to cover all three from the bar here, and now rotating over. Was looking like Blur might find one, but sure enough, Vague was there to cover Bolu's back, and we're all tied up 2-2 once again as we go into a final round of the offense here for the side of the Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate situation for Blur to be at. 1 versus 2, enemies know where the bomb is at. All they gotta do is wait patiently, and they did that to perfection. Vague finds that last kill, and actually Vague is not gonna be doing too hard so far. You know, he's gotten himself 2 kills for the time being. Now going for the third one, finds 2 at a time, but cannot land a single shot to any of them too. Now goes in for the kill to Desi and takes it. Rez also gets the knock onto Envy. All of a sudden, 3 players down for the side of Goofy Goovers, only remaining Blur and Jesus. These players are going to be in an awkward spot as Blur goes for the kill into Vague, but Vague finds a way to survive. The bomb is on the ground on no man's land, and it's actually, I think, being protected by Marshy. I think they know where the bomb is at, so it's going to be yet again the same situation, but this time is 2 players, and one of them is Jesus, who got that snipe kill and tries to even numbers out. 2 versus 3 interaction. Blur and Jesus trying to make something happen. Both playing it cautiously. They know they still got time, and that's why they're not pushing too heavily. Vague now runs out of luck, gets taken out, and so is Jesus by the hands of Jess. That is going to be clutching that round in favor of Seminole. Overall, they are going to be in the lead, 3-2. First 5 rounds are down, and as teams flip sides, the advantage, like I mentioned, for Seminole.
Yeah, but we've seen all these rounds be close and go both ways, so still could see the comeback for the side of the Goofy Goobers here. You have shots fired. Orange, aka Blur, does pull out the DLQ, finds a hit marker before getting taken down there. Band gonna find 2 before getting taken down by Bolu. And the 2-for-2 trade coming through, and now Desi gets taken down by Slothy, giving the advantage over to the side of Seminole. But we have bombed down. This might be an opportunity where Jesus and Envy can play that angle. Fortunately, aren't able to close it out, and that's going to be bombed up by Marshy. And now the A-side rotation seems to be coming through.
Yes, so far it is only Jesus and Envy. They gotta defend, but it's gonna be quite tough as the push is actually already close to being activated. Envy right now in the monitor room may have gotten an idea of what's going on. Seems like not really. Now that they get the audio information of what's going on, Envy goes in for the kill, takes a couple of bullets onto Marshy, but Marshy survives. Envy's the one taking a lot of damage, takes out the Thumper, but ends up dying anyway. Slothy somehow surviving that explosion. Right, it's now everything on the hands of Jesus. Jesus finds 1, Jesus finds 2, and now all of a sudden 1v3 no problem is now 1 versus 1. Bolu is getting picked onto by Jesus. Jesus with a sniper trying to make something happen, maybe trying to be sneaky, goes for the defusal but begins taking damage from Bolu. The initiative was there, but the execution was not in his favor. Bolu knew what was potentially going to be happening, and well, took a better angle to go for the kill.
Destroy the objective.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. And now we're doubled up for the side of Seminole here as they lead 4-2. Definitely still doable for either of these teams to come out on top, but it is not going to be easy for either of them. First Blood does come through and gets traded out 1 for 1. Slothy for Blur, who hasn't been finding as much action as we would normally expect to see out of him, but hey, sometimes that's just the way it works. It's just what happens. You can't have a good game every game, especially at this level of competition. Couple more kills come through. It's actually going to be a edge going over to the side of the Goofy Goobers now. You have the 3-2 advantage. Bomb is in the hand of Vague. Oh, Jesus. Narrowly misses the kill on Marshy there. Almost able to find the one onto Vague as well, but not quite going to be able to pull it together. advantage remains in the favor of Goofy Goobers.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, the bomb is down. Vague and Marshy both have the duty of defend this area. Marshy gonna find the first one and takes the kill. Now Vague gonna... Oh, could have... Actually, the bad timing. He doesn't get the kill. His ally gets taken out. He then follows after Ambi with a double. And it's only Jesus defusing that bomb. The side of... Goofy Goobers could have been in a disastrous spot, you know? Going on to a 5-3 would have... In a 5-2, actually. Would have been so bad for the side of Goofy Goobers. Lucky enough for themselves, they played it pretty smart, playing to their advantage. And, well, as they defuse the bomb, they're going to be closer to their opponents for the 3. I don't completely understand the way that the side of Seminole has approached these interactions, purely because they don't truly have a player that is preventing enemies going all the way across. For example, Band and Blur, and that could end up kicking them in the back, as right now they have lost a couple of players, and actually the advantage is going to be for themselves. But I'm still questioning the same thing, you know. I feel like it could have been slightly better executed from Seminole. But what do I know, right? What do I know? They even win nonetheless. That's a 5-3 lead for them.
Defend the objectives.
And, well, we got ourselves a round number 9. Do or die situation sort of deal for the side of Goofy Goobers. Yes, they already won game number 1. But game number 2 looking to be maybe in favor of Seminole, you know. They are still on the offensive role. And I do see Marshy being in between a lot of enemies. Let's see what's going to happen. As he finds one, takes the kill. Finds 2. No, his allies actually ended up taking that kill. Vague took that kill, leaving only Jesus, Anby, and Desi alive. Desi in the middle of the map, only with a single kill. One of those players that has been so key in the past right now is going to be struggling. A single frag for Desi as he gets inside of the money room. The attacking side from Vague, seems like they are not done yet, but they are still losing players. Slothy gets taken down. The revenge frag comes through as Marshy picks up Anby. But this 3 versus 2 situation, let's see if they can clutch it up and, well, overall even this series out.
Yeah, definitely a close game between these two teams. We are on match point for the side of Seminole, but we're in a 2 versus 2. This one could go either way. It's just such a tough call between these two teams right now, man. Every time I think someone's just going to close it out, the round just starts to swing in favor, and right now it's looking like Seminole can close it out, but Jesus Saves might be able to clutch it up, finds one, looking for the other, but not a lot of time left on the board. 15 seconds to go. Got Type 25 in hand. Can he clean it up?
Oh no!
Oh, Marshy wins his ones, bro.
Get ready for the next round.
Marshy wins those so close. He was literally one bullet away from dying, and it doesn't matter at the end of the day. If you have 1 HP or 100, if you take the kill, you take the round, and that is gonna be game in favor of Seminole. After such a close fought battle on most of these rounds, the victory is in favor of Seminole, and well, Goofy Goobers could have definitely got that one. I am now taking a look at the overall standings, and like I mentioned, I feel like the weakest link for Goofy Goobers was Desi in this game. You know, only 2 kills for him.
Yeah, and, you know, he hasn't played a lot lately, so, you know, that is somewhat to be expected. But overall, really solid game comes in for Marshy specifically. Had a heck of a game there. Coming through with 12 kills on the board. Slothy with 10 as well. So, a lot of fragging power there. You look over at the opposition, and, of course, Band comes through, absolutely lighting them up. 14 on the board. And as you mentioned, Desi not having a super great game. Was down at 2, so a little bit behind the competition. Overall, we did have a +4 kill advantage on the side of Seminole. And part of that is why they were able to come through with the victory in the way they were.
taking a look at this best of 5, if you would have told me that the hard point would have went Goofy Goober's favor, like heavily, and then the search and destroy would have been answered back for a solid 1-1 in favor of Seminole, I would have looked you dead in your face and laughed. I did not think that the Seminole squad would have been able to compete, especially against a stacked Goofy Goober roster. A band was a demon, 14 kills on board. Jesus, literally one of the best snipers in the game. And then you've got Envy, Blur as well. And then Desi obviously making the way back into the competitive scene. I was for sure rolling with it on that Search and Destroy win. So 1 for 1 we go. And that takes us to game number 3, which is going to be a domination on standoff. I want to say, I don't think I could make a prediction. If any of you guys could make one, we'll hear from you first, Gil. What do you think? Who do you think is going to take the advantage based off of seeing the hard point in the search?
Well, the search and destroy was definitely a close battle between the two of them. Although it was the 6-3 at the end, I feel like it could have been either way. But on Respawn specifically, I saw a more dominant side of Goofy Goobers. So if you were to ask me, I think Goofy Goobers have a better chance to get the lead on this next map.
Well, Dave, that's going to be our number here. Game's about to start. You heard Gil's thoughts. Do you think that he is accurate with his statements?
I don't make predictions anymore. Ever since stage 5. So.
Well played. Yeah. Smart man. Smart man. Well.
Yeah. So it is going to be another game coming through for obviously the likes of Seminole and the Goofy Goobers, which is again largely going to be almost like an X tribe versus semi-tribe lineup. And obviously we can see that the Goofy Goobers, they're here to compete. Search and Destroy last game wasn't it for them, but Hardpoint was definitely a solid one. And now we're in another respawn mode of domination here. We're at a best of 5, so we will go on regardless of the outcome. It's just a matter of who's going to be on match point and who's not. And oh my goodness, Band.
Yeah.
Flooding the feed right now.
Yeah, dude, literally being vague off that heady. Couldn't do anything about it. It is all the way up in the spawn site there. Bottom blue going to be a very, very, very aggressive spot. He actually forces Bolu off the top and might have a little bit of time to play with. Catches one, respawning, gets your gun out, no dice. Takes down Slothy, but is instantly taken down himself, and the B-cap comes through, and now the Goof Troop, your Goofy Goobers, looking to take game number 3. They're starting off with the right foot here in this first half. As a matter of fact, they've got a 26-19 point advantage, and obviously still very young, but a lot of map control going through, and Band just being an absolute demon. Oh my god. Dude, filling the kill feed, getting all up in the spawn site of that Seminole roster, and my god, we've got ourselves a sweaty, sweaty game number 3, and the advantage is in favor of the guys over at Goofy Squad, so we'll see how our Goofy Goobers, sorry, keep butchering that name, but
the Goofy Squad.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, good enough.
Goof Troop, Goofy Squad, Goofy Goobers, whatever you want to say.
Yeah, it looks like we do have a AC coming through right now for the side of Seminole, which gives them a little bit of an opportunity where they can kind of pick what side they want to be on. Typically speaking, you're going to be looking at the A side being a little bit more dominant. We even actually had a flicker of a triple cap come through there. Only about an 8-point lead left for the side of the Goofy Goobers. And that's not going to be a super comfortable position for them to be in as we continue to move forward in this game. Their opponents are absolutely stacked, and they're continuing to prove it right now.
You're absolutely right. Just one flick of a switch, Seminoles all cylinders firing off. They get that brief triple cap. I think they favor that A site, and don't quote me on this, but from what I've seen and what I've played in domination on this map alone, the A site is a lot easier to maybe get that spawn flip to gas station if you're looking for that triple cap early on. They got that triple cap, and I saw the spawns for the guys over at the Goof Troop, and sure enough, they might have found themselves in a very similar position now as all 5 of them get taken down. They get the flip real quick, but A still not capped. It is going to go ahead and come through. The double cap is going to stay in favor of the guys over at the Goofy Goobers. And very, very, very short lead is going to be, I'll say, it's a very close game. Good night. You throw one shot, the other shot is coming through. It's just ridiculous the amount of creativity and the amount of fragging power they have on both sides of the spectrum. 75 to 71. The Goofy Goober's going to have the lead going into that second half, and I gotta say, I think you're right. I don't think I can make a prediction. Even, I made a few bold ones in Stage 5 that were clearly wrong. But in this matchup, it's a toss-up, bro. With the amount of talent in this lobby, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 149 to 149 game.
Yeah, it's definitely quite possible. We do have a pretty sizable kill advantage for the side of why am I drawing a blank here? The Goofy Goobers. Is everybody's positive. We've got +2 for Desi, +5 for Envy, +1 for Jesus, +3 for Blur, and +6 for Band right now. The only player positive on the side of Seminole is Slothy, and he gets taken down and is now net neutral. So you definitely would be thinking with the kill advantage they have that the lead would be a bit more in their favor, but right now it's Goofy Goobers clinging to a 5-point lead with basically no progress on B at this point, and in fact, it's their opposition that are on B, getting at a quarter. Half, working its way on to full, stops at about 2/3 for a brief second. Oh my goodness, Blur just gets Vague off before the cap comes through. We do have Jez throwing his body on point, getting that B. Does die for it, but starting to bring that lead back. It's now down to about a 3-point lead. Not looking great, as we do have the CB right now, but a Goliath comes through for Desi. Can they make a play here?
It's going to be an interesting one. I do see that Jez has a Tempest, so is definitely going to be a factor, as I do see him pull it out. He is going to be able to get some shots rating in. He's going to be able to get a few hit markers, but with this smoke through, not able to get a full. The Goliath does get taken down, but it serves its purpose. It is going to be able to get the B cap, sacrificing early on, and now, oh my, Jez tries to get that body back on the B side, maybe regain a little bit of the traction that they started off this first half with. And another Goliath is coming through, and this time it's Jesus. Oh, he got a nade kill. I was like, how did Jesus get a kill and he was accessing the Goliath? It was a nade kill, hell of a toss. About half progress is going to be stunted for Seminole. They're going to put 3/4 to have a little bit of traction on A to go along with the 2. Can anybody get Marshy off? They can't. The triple cap. They may not have the kills to go along with it, but do they have the objective power? They do. Triple cap coming through, definitely going to be able to retake that lead and a lot of that momentum. And we're at a loss for words right now. Jesus actually going to be there to solo cap. C is going to split Seminole across the board, and then triple cap reversed, possibly. Dang, what the hell are we watching?
Well, we are not in triple cap territory, so the AC is working out good for Goofy Goobers right now, but they need to get this B. You can see we did have Band on the point, but he's unable to get it locked down. Envy making his rotation over, but Vague on Demon Time going to pick him off to get the C back. Only 2 points separate these teams right now. We've got Jesus up top, rocking that Goliath, anchoring down the A side, but they need the B. They have to have the B. Triple cap territory is upon us. If they don't get it now, it's going to be lights out. And we're crossing on over. A little bit of progress comes through. All we've got to do is protect B, and sure enough, they have done it, and that's going to be the round going over to the side of Seminole.
Wow. You know, we were talking about the kill feed, the amount of, negative on the side of Seminole. They don't give a damn, bro. Look at this. The objective. When there's a will, there's a way. When there's an IGL in the game who's calling the shots, making it look easy, doesn't matter what you got as far as gun skill goes. We all know that those guys have tremendous gun skill, but they were getting out-fragged left and right, both halves. This time, they just have to play the objective way better. Seminole going to take the cake here in game number 3. 150 to what was that score? 138? Wow. Holy. What did we just watch? I am kind of confused. Hell of a game.
Yeah, I mean, the games tonight have been phenomenal. The comedy has been on point. The games have been on point. Gilmania, always on point. And Gil, what a game we just had. The emotion in that second half. What were you thinking the whole time?
I just saw Gil step away.
Oh, well, rest in pepperonis, Gil. Maybe not as on point as I thought. But definitely a great game. And like I said, we had a little bit of a kill advantage for the side of the Goofy Goobers and just weren't able to lock down the points long enough. They ended up losing 138 to 150. Definitely a little bit of a heartbreaking loss. But, you know, one you've got to be ready for.
Yo, I'm seeing Marshy come through in chat, one of the worst Dom Goliath players. How in the hell did they steal A right underneath you when you had a Goliath at top blue? You even made the call out. You were like, well, God, you know, you got Jesus up in top blue holding down A. Was he stuck in the stairs or something? I'm not 100% sure what the hell was going on there, but obviously he wasn't able to get down there quick enough, and the triple cap came through. And man, if I'm gonna have to go rewatch that on VOD because honestly, I'm still shocked. I'm not 100% sure. I'm not comprehending everything as I saw it on the screen. You saw the amount of kills that went in favor of the Goof Troop. How are they not able to capitalize on all of that? You know, hey, Seminole just better in that aspect. So even on the backs of getting outfragged, outplayed, still able to take the win. The hard point was a bit out of reach. That Dom game, good night. That was probably one of the best Dom games we'll see all year. One of the better Dom games we'll see all year for the rest of the year. That's what I mean. Yeah. All right,
Yeah, definitely a pretty solid one there, and we'll be looking to get into our next game here in just a moment. You can see the admins are already spamming that button, ready to go.
Yeah, but I think we do have Gil back. Gil, you miss an epic finishing, bro. If you think Goofy Goobers won, you're wrong. 2-1 lead in favor of Seminole. They lose to Hardpoint, win the Search and Destroy with pretty dominant performance. Game 3, they got out-fragged and still managed to put up a 150 to 138 win. Just ridiculous. So, Game 4 going to be the deciding factor. We're going to see that Game 5. Not sure. A little bit of a disconnect for Goofy Goobers towards that into that domination game. Will it be fixed moving into this Game 4 scenario? It's going to have to be because after the way we just saw Seminole play, I'm not sure if you allow them any points here in this Doms or this Hardpoint Summit, you're going to be able to see a Game 5. So, who knows?
I mean, I definitely thought that it was gonna be a victory for the Goofy Goobers. Like you mentioned, if they were like heavily dominating in the kill department, it doesn't make much sense that they ended up losing purely. Some miscommunication, something definitely happened, something went wrong with the way that they were approaching their overall control across the map. And as we now move on to a game like Hardpoint, it is gonna be still as important for them to just not lose control of what's going on. At the end of the day, both Domination and Hardpoint are not a kill rampage, right? You're not necessarily going for the kills, you're going for the OVJs, and well, it seems like Seminole did a better job with that on that game.
Yeah, I'm just reading the chat, man. There's all kinds of stuff being said right now, and you know, I understand this Goofy squad is a fresh few days in scrimming together. Obviously, they don't have that kind of connection, synergy that you're looking for in a situation like that when you got a team who I'm sure these guys play together more often than most Stage 5 teams probably did. When you think of Bolo, you think of Vague, you think of Slothy, you think of Marshy, you think of all these guys, and they're all about either playing against each other or playing with each other. They're always in that same lobby situation, and here we are. just a lot of confidence and a lot of drive coming out of that squad. I think it did go back to Slothy just absolutely slaying out in that second half. So we're going to get geared for the game 4. Man, is Goofy Goobers going to be able to win it and take us to that game 5 scenario? Gil, it's you and I. What are you thinking?
Well, I don't know anymore. I did call it a game for Goofy Goobers last time, and we all saw what happened, right? You said it, the fact that it was a game for Seminole. It is now going to be on Summit, so there's a couple of those spawns that, a couple of those hills, sorry, that is going to be tough for either of these teams to hold. But it's going to be one of those interactions that is going to be the most important now for Goofy Goobers to get control of, and immediately they do so. Inside of it is going to be NB with a Type 25 alongside with some enemies trying to defend themselves. The push is going to come through aggressively from Seminole, but so far the control continues to be in favor of the Goofy Goobers. Now for the first time losing control for a little bit, but the second one is down, the next one is in, and well, as they are rotating players inside and out of the objective, it seems like they have done their job for at least the first 30 seconds.
Yep, they're going to be able to get 26 uncontested, but sure enough, Seminole going to be able to find a way to get their foot on the hill one way or another. Drop a few in the feed, but nonetheless playing for that long game. Get in it. And a little bit of a back and forth affair here as we are going to see a little bit more of that motion towards that P2 site. Bolu holding down the staircase just fine. As we're going to see about 7 seconds for that P2 opens up, and we're dead set tied, 26-26. Talking about going back and forth, this is about as close as it can get. And probably the closest it's going to get as we see this P2 opening up, and it does look like Seminole going to be able to own the advantage. As I do see the spawns are solidified here early on for the guys over at Goofy, but nonetheless, got to battle it out here in P2. Don't give your opponents anything for free. Could eventually lead to some spawn flips early on, back and forth. We'll see how it pans out, though.
A fierce fight between the two of them. Slight advantage in favor of Seminole. Slight advantage in favor of Goofy Goobers. Just going back and forth, back and forth. For the time being, it is, in fact, going to be for Seminole. But the push is still coming through for their opponents, their counterparts, trying to join some fun, get some points for themselves as they get the last 15 seconds. The fight is not over. Marshy tries to get inside, ends up dying. Slothy is going to do the same, dies as well. The biggest issue right now is the fact that not only Goofy Goobers gain control over that P2, but they also find a way to get the hold of the next point with also the response for themselves. That is just a phenomenal job done. Now the grenades are going to be raining against Goofy Goobers, just left and right, throwing grenades, throwing tacticals, everything in the power of Seminole, but that's still not going to be enough. The defense is working pretty great for themselves, and now Desi using that death machine try to make sure that no one gets inside. And so far, it is working. 20 seconds have gone by, and all of them have been uncontested by Seminole. For the first time, one player goes in, but immediately gets taken out. Big tries to do the same, but dies as well. Slothy putting in the effort to get inside, does get it on the last 20 seconds, dies as well. The biggest issue continues to be now for Seminole. Most of the gunfights are being won by the side of Goofy Goobers, but Marshy has finally get a save for himself as well as Slothy.
That's right, and that's going to be leading us to a quick HyperX listen in. We're going to join it back in with Seminole, as I did get word Goofy Goobers aren't in VC, so we're going to go ahead and get that quick HyperX listen in for the guys over at Seminole.
I killed the drone.
Nice.
One forklift. Yo, belong. Yeah. One forklift. Belong.
Too long.
Yeah, that John.
Belong.
Where I spawned right there.
I'm playing.
We're gonna spawn here.
Dude, on point.
So we're gonna spawn here.
That gravity.
Bullet pushing up.
I got hit with the gravity vortex.
I'm tagged.
Hold on, let me throw stones.
I got one. 2 on point.
Red.
They spawn in the back.
I'm playing like a rat. I don't have tactician.
I spawned all the way out. I spawned all the way out. I spawned all the way
Dude, my
out.
red magic's fucking freezing, man.
Dude, be long.
I'm pushing point.
I spawned out.
I'm point.
I spawned C down.
Rotate.
Long dead.
We gotta
Oh,
go.
I'm already
Get
here,
top,
I'm
get
already
top, Patrol.
Yeah, me and him, bro.
Long dead. One more long, salty. Nice.
Oh, dude, I'm
One
on.
top, bro. Top.
Oh my god.
Gunner.
I'll spawn C down.
Top dead.
New?
One more top.
He's on you.
Gun there.
What's up, guys? What's
One
up?
top.
I'm playing top right now.
Big one's con.
I'm watching top.
Help somebody,
I
help
got
him
one
top.
top.
I got healed.
I'm with you.
Top weak.
Cage is dead.
70 top.
Green dead.
Top.
Oh, dude, top. Yep.
Top.
Oh, I was going for streak. One more top.
One top, he's spawn trapping me.
He's on point.
We're top.
The one with con.
Come dead. Come.
All right, gotta say, comms were a bit shaky at points. You could hear it. The frustration is real. These guys putting everything they can to close this game 4 out and end it in a 3-1 fashion. But man, do you not love the gameplay here from this goofy squad? Man, these guys are absolutely slaying out. They only got a 4-point advantage going, or 3-point advantage going in this P2 rotation catwalk. But man, the slaying power, it's not getting met on the opposite end. Seminole right now just continue to struggle in that aspect, and that could be their downfall here. The good thing is we won't see any respawns moving forward. It's just going to be a search. That's it. The winner will be decided from there. The contest is going to come through. Only about 15 seconds needed for the goofy squad, and it does look like the gravity vortex is going to hold off the push from the front side. Gil, we've got ourselves a ball game here.
Yeah, the gravity vortex from Ban takes the double, ends up dying to the one from Bolo. The control's still shaky between these two. They need 25 seconds on the side of Seminole. They got some control as well. This point could potentially not even be the last one. Goofy Goober's trying to make it to game number 5, but the side of Seminole may have a different take, but no! Just goes outside, and that is gonna be just some disastrous miscommunication from the side of Seminole, who loses control when they needed it the most. The comeback could have been a possibility. No longer gonna be the case. Goovers take victory. But like you mentioned, the fact that we no longer have respawns and we will be moving on to search and destroy cannot be good news for the side of Goofy Goovers. But they already took the step to win this game, and well, the MVP from this team is going to be none other than Band Verdict. 28 kills and only died 13 times. More than double positive.
Dude is just built differently, bro. 28 and 13, good night. Against a team like Seminole, 28-13, you're telling me this guy is dropping numbers like that consistently? Get out of here. That is just that's not humanly possible. Wrong. Band is built differently, guys. Envy comes through with a second frag. 39 seconds on the hill, 22 and 16. Your money winner for the hill time is going to go in favor of Jesus. A minute and 19. Guess we got to sit stagnant on the objective. He's the man to do it, man. Bro plowed those numbers. Didn't really put up the numbers on the KD department. That's quite all right, man. You bunkered down and held the squad together with that objective time. On the flip side of things, a little bit of trouble at home. As a matter of fact, only one player, or make that 2 players going positive. Bolu, only 5 seconds on the hill, 16 and 15, and then Vague, 19 and 17. Day, what are your thoughts, bro?
He is at a loss of words, you know?
Oh, speechless. I am too, bro. We're seeing a game 5 scenario. You saw the search and destroy come through earlier on, and it went in favor of this Seminole squad. We've got a game 5 going the distance. It's going to be a search and destroy. Hack the yard. Nothing is going to be held back. This is where we're going to crown this week's Meseeks Sunday Showdown champion, week 56, guys. Damn, we've been doing this for a long time. I love you guys. You're the reason why we were able to do this. Also, big shout out to Trovo, HyperX, JuJu Energy, and SXC Finger Sleeves. Be sure to use code Meseeks at checkout. We're getting geared up for that game 5. We've got Hack the Yard. We've got all the players in the lobby. We only got a few green check marks across the board. But, nonetheless, as soon as they're readied up, we're ready to go. Day, are you back?
I am now, yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. I am back now. I think you didn't catch the end of that game. That was a sweat fest.
I did not.
Ooh.
Sometimes when you gotta go, you know?
Hey, you know how it is. Game number 5. Day, I think you and I are going to take this one. Gil, is that okay with you?
Absolutely. Go
All
for
right,
it.
let's do it. We're gonna rock and roll with it. Slothy, the only green check mark missing. Actually, make that vague too now. They want to make sure those loadouts are perfect. We all know how this map, in particular for Search Destroy, can really play out. And I'm looking for everything creativity-wise. I don't want to see anything held back. This is where it's all happening. And now we're gonna see it start. It does look like Hack the Yard, or it does look like Seminole going to be on the defense early on, so we'll see the attack strats come through from the Goofy Goobers.
Well, we will see as we're getting into the action here. Game 5 coming through. Who is going to be your Roster Mania Meseeks Sunday Showdown champions? Is it going to be the Goofy Goobers, or is it going to be Seminole? Well, that is hard to say. Search and Destroy is underway. Let's pop on over to Blur and see if he's sniping this game. Sure enough, Arctic 50 in hand. Not something we've seen for a hot minute, ever since the nerf that made it not a one-shot to anywhere on the body. But doesn't seem to matter as the Goofy Goobers open up with a 3-for-1 trade, and now not looking good for the side of Seminole, at least for round 1. You have Bomb getting picked up, and it looks like it's getting ready to go A-side. Marshy, however, gonna find the kill onto Blur mid, making things look a little bit more doable. It's now a 3 versus 2 advantage. Still in favor, but Marshy is nasty.
Bro, literally bounces. How does he go all the way over, kill the person who's picking up the bomb, and then doubles back and gets banned? Plays him and beats him in his own game. Now it is a 1v2. Desi's all on his own. He doesn't win that one. That's Marshy picking up 3 and taking the lead. Man, someone's got to find a way to take out Marshy. I for sure thought it was Band who was going to be up top inside of the warehouse. No, not at all. Think again. Bro is just literally unkillable. We'll see how it pans out now. 1-0 lead for Seminole. Winner of this game will be this week's Meseeks Sunday Showdown, a.k.a. Roster Mania. That sound anything like WrestleMania? Because that's what I was going for. No? Okay. We'll see. Blur looking for the...
Looking good for the side of... the Goofy Goobers. Blur able to pick up an extra 1, but now it's Jez left in a 1 versus 4. Not going to clutch it up the way Marshy was able to. And it's going to bring things to a 1-1. Man, if this is our first Meseeks Sunday Showdown since Roster Mania, and we have a game that opens up and gives us this kind of action, and what's in turn for our next couple of weeks?
Yo, I'm going to be honest with you. If this is what we're going to end the night out on, I don't know how we're going to pick things back up next week. We'll have to see what kind of scrambles or trades or pickups or free agents, are on the table for next week. But right now, we've got a treat on hand. The bomb goes down quickly at B. A little bit of a rushed attempt. Jez going to find first blood. He's got top covered here on 10. Looking for some more action. Vay going to be able to find one. This 5v5 retake's coming quickly, and man, what are you and Envy? What are you guys doing back there? Envy's going to get last player alive, but it's not going to matter because the bomb's going to be defused in the midst of all that. Bolu does pick up that last kill, and sheesh. This Search and Destroy team, or this team on Search and Destroy, way different than they are in Hardpoint or Domination. Like, they pick up the frags that are necessary. They are able to clutch rounds up. We saw a 2v5 happen earlier. It's only going to get better.
Yeah, we do have kills coming through. The 2-for-2 trade for each of these teams. Make it the 3-for-3 as Envy gets the third, but Marshy takes him down. And then Jesus with a kill on to Jez, making it look like we might have a tie game. But again, Marshy was able to clutch up round one. Can he do it again? The bomb plant coming through for Blur. 2v1 time is on their side, but Marshy making a long side rotation might be able to take them by surprise.
He's going to have about 30 seconds to work with. Is going to be able to make the rotation over. Oh, Blur catches him with the most awkward COD timing of all, walking right into that door frame. Could have gone either way, though. That was a 50-50 shot, and sure enough, Blur wins that one. So we're tied up at 2. Game getting a bit spicy for my taste. Who's going to have the advantage before we flip sides? Orange. Blur. Orange, you glad you didn't peek that angle, but you did. Blur. Drop. Bolo finds one. Ban finds one. Desi. 2 for 3 trades now. 2. Make it 3 for 3. Jesus Christ. Jesus. As soon as I speak his name, there he is. Jez and Band in a 1v1. Band. Picks up his 5th, and that is going to be a 3-2 lead now going over in favor of those Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, Goofy Goobers coming through with a great performance there, but there's a lot of game left. It's only 1 round in their advantage right now. And they've been close rounds as well. I mean, coming down to 1v1s and 2v2s left and right. And once again, opens up with a 2 for 2 trade.
All right, here we go. Jez, Bolu. Can you clutch this up? We saw the 2v5 ensue earlier, but that was, you know, basically on the backs of Marshy doing Marshy things. Bomb is at a standstill. Jez looking for anything before he gets his bomb plant down. May even double back as Bolu has a clear sight on that B mid lane, and we're going to see the nades come through. Jesus going to go ahead and lace it. Doesn't get a hit marker, but does push Jez off the site. Bolu going to catch one on the backside. Transition in the B site. Not going to be pushed. It's going to be bomb going down at A, and now we're going to see a 2v2 retake. 45 seconds on the clock. Got Blur. We've got Jesus. Can either of these two clutch it up for the squad, or will you allow the guys over at Seminole to tie things up? We'll see how it pans out now as Smoke's going to come through. Orange looking for the frags. Bolu on the backside flank is going to catch Jesus off guard. And now it's all on the Blur. Can't hit a deagle shot, save his life there.
Little toxic, but funny nonetheless. It's going to be all tied up now, 3-3 between these two teams. Like I said, just because they took an edge in the first half doesn't mean that they're going to run away with the whole thing. And sure enough, they have found their struggles in this round. We have star-studded lineups for both of these teams. Now you can see the aggressive push coming out of Seminole, going up the B side, looking for an early plant here, but Blur is up top. Might be able to find a free one. I'm not sure if he saw the trophy system. Yep, he did. He does destroy it, so he knows someone's in the area. Now you can see Desi making that rotation over as well. Blur taking a couple shots. Definitely going to make that call out for his team. Desi in the building. Doesn't see an enemy.
Oh, Desi! The flicks. Doesn't see him. Hold my cup, Dave. Catches Vague on the plant, but does catch some bullets from Jez there. Blur going to find Bolu. Jez going to be out there by the thumper. Doesn't expect Envy. What are you doing up there, bro? Now it's all up to Jez and Marshy. Marshy, only 4 kills, so he's only picked up 1 kill since that first round. That is got to be mighty impactful again for, for the squad. Seminole desperately needing to take this advantage. 2v3 style, it's going to have to come through, but the bomb is down, and I don't think Jez is going to pick it up. He's got a little bit of demons he's fighting over here. Banned. One hell of a demon to deal with, and is going to drop down. Oh, man, he almost dropped down right in front of Marshy. Marshy! Finds him on the rotation, and it is all 2v2 style. As we're going to see, bomb gets picked up, is going to be planted ASAP. 45 seconds on the clock, Dave.
The bomb has been planted.
Yep, do have the bomb plant coming through. It's a 2 versus 2. Can Jesus and Blur clutch up this round against Jez and Marshy? He's been looking solid in this matchup. He's got 5 on the board, and Jez as well with 7. Make it 8 as he picks up the kill onto Blur. Right now, it's looking like we're going to have a round advantage for the side of Seminole. Sure enough, Jez comes through with kill number 9. My goodness, kid is cracked.
Tell you, man, when Marshy's alive, kicking it well, 2v whatever, it doesn't matter. I'm rolling with Marshy every time. Dude is just crazy cracked. Obviously, Jazz picked up those last 2 kills, but it's just something when Marshy's still alive, that chemistry. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter. We're moving on. 4-3. Advantage now in favor of the guys over at Seminole. They are looking to close this night out in the Game 5 scenario. They have 2 more rounds to win, and after that 2v3, I'm convinced they are the chosen ones. Well, we'll see if the guys over at Team Goofy Goobers can bounce back, though. Blur finds 1, finds 2. Almost catches Vague on the transition, but Vague able to escape. 4v3 now, 2-for-1 trades favoring the guys over at Goofy Goobers, and the bomb is making its way all the way around that A site. It looks like Vague wants some blood. He wants to find Blur. Shot's going to come in, just not going to hit. Envy right here on the inside of the walls. As we see Vague bounce out, he might be going for the topside approach here. Maybe get a little bit of a different angle on Envy. Envy, you got to win those, bro. You were bunkered down right there. Wasn't nobody right in front of you.
Vague does come through with a kill, but gets refragged out by Desi. It's now a 3 versus 2, and with Jesus finding a kill on Slothy, Bolu, the last remaining member of his team, unable to clutch the round up. We're tied up once again, 4-4. Are we going to see a round 11 to close out the night? Is a real question going on right now. Team that wins this will be on match point. They'll be in a good position and have their opponents on the ropes. Who can bring it together is the real question. Going to be looking at the sniper talent for each of these teams. Obviously, that's going to be looking at the likes of Blur possibly picking up a kill, or actually, Bolu is not sniping. So, could see a first blood come through for anybody right about now, but the bomb plant comes through. 45 seconds set on the clock. Vague picking up first blood onto Band.
And I tell you what, Band going down early, not a good sign here for the guys over at Goofy Goobers. You lose one of your top fraggers. Obviously, he's not top fragging in this game, but has had a massive impact overall in this series. 25 or 28-13 last game. Not going to be a factor this round. Marshy doesn't find one. Actually, he's going to be holding down the bomb site, bottom floor. Jesus left it a 1v3. It's going to be damn near impossible. Bolu says absolutely correct verdict. 5-4 match point in favor of Seminole. Can they be this week's Roster Mania Meseeks Sunday Showdown champions?
That's going to be up to the Goofy Goobers to maybe put us through to a round 11. Another very aggressive B plant coming through from the side of Seminole right now. Jez been an absolute demon this game. Puts up kill number 11.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. It's looking like this one might be over.
Jesus, can you save this round and take us to that round 11 that Dave begged us for earlier? He's got 40 seconds. No hopes. Vague finds him. Game, set, and match. This week's Meseeks Sunday Showdown champion, week 56. Gonna go to your Roster Mania Seminole squad. GG's to both teams, though. Hell of a series. Hell of a night. Hell of a search and destroy. And it all goes back to that domination game, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely does. And man, I'm really sad I missed the end of that one, but I might have to go back and look and see exactly what happened. You said it was an absolute banger, and you know, as our matches progress through here today, gotta say, obviously these may not be the permanent, you know, places that all of these players end up. We just had Worlds/Stage 5 conclude, and definitely think that's going to bring us some exciting weeks. But along their journey, Seminole were able to come through and take the win, taking down Big Ballers, Devious, Gravity, and finally the Goofy Goobers, who will take second place, who were able to take down Graves Imperial, Lethal War, they were able to give it to Yo Mama, but couldn't give it to Seminole.
I thought we were done for the night, bro.
No, I had
He had one
though.
more
I
in
had to
store.
get one
Okay,
more.
you know that's Gil. Gil was like, look, what'd you do, Gil? Gil was like,
No. Earlier in
We'll
chat,
allow
I
it, we'll
was
allow
like, I'm kind of missing your mama, you know?
yeah, I'm
like,
kind of missing
not
Yo Mama
gonna
too.
lie.
I hope we see Yo Mama next week, though.
we might see your
Hey.
mama. That's for real.
There we go. Big shout outs to Seminole. Big shout out to Goofy Goobers. Major shout out to Yo Mama. That's gonna be week 56 in a nutshell. We're done, guys. Who do we raid? Chat, who do we raid? I'm gonna go with you guys' suggestion because we're gonna pick the stream back up, but we're gonna end it there. Gil, Day, you guys were amazing. Vague, thank you for not coming in the stream and ruining it for everybody. You are amazing. Love it. All right. Even through all your clickbait titles on your streams and your Stage 5 watch party, the first night, Saturday night, Day, is that right?
Something like that. I think that was on technically like our Friday night going into Saturday.
Yeah.
I pop into Vague stream. I'm sitting there trying to talk to Vague for like, I don't know, 20 minutes, no response, not hearing him anywhere on the stream. I'm like, this dude put up his watch party and went to bed.
Yeah, he did. This guy.
I
Massive
left the
dubs.
tab open though, because Vague's the homie.
Yeah,
We
Vegas
like
the
Vague.
homie. Much love, dude. Absolutely love that you didn't come in here and spoil it for chat, though. Appreciate you. Appreciate both of you guys. Appreciate Trovo, HyperX, JuJu Energy, and SXC Figure Sleeves. Be sure to use code Meseeks to check out. And thank you so much, mods. Echo, hello, you guys are cracked. Whoever else helped out, Annabella, I know that you were a majority of our hosts. You guys are cracked. I love it. We'll see you guys back next week. We'll catch you live tomorrow, actually, for the S&D payout games. Is that right, Dave?
Yeah, actually, a lot of these players are joining. It looks like a pretty sick event. I'm excited to be invited for it.
Oh, you're hosting it. What are you talking about invited to it? We're hosting it, bro.
To do it. That's what I meant, to like invited to do it.
Ah, man, I wish I'd have been invited to do it too. I just got tagged along. All right, GG's guys. We're gonna call it there tonight. We're gonna go ahead and raid your selection, your favorite streamer. Let me know in chat, and I will make my pick accordingly.